There. Day number 2 of streaming for 2025. Hopefully we're getting this all set up. I need to change the title and stuff real quick. I need to change the thumbnail, and then we can get rolling. I think the goal for today is to talk about Armory skins. Armory skins are going to the moon. Live. Save that. Need to change the thumbnail. Need to pull this up on my phone, and then we'll get going. It was super weird, super funny. Yesterday, somebody got mad. They're like, "Oh, you need to have the stream set up before you get in. It's just so disgusting." Blah blah blah. Like, people are fucking weird, dude. People are definitely weird, but it was super funny. I could not believe what I was reading, how into some stuff people get. Let me pull up this video real quick. I was watching a tech savvy video, so I have that pulled up on my phone right now. So I want to pull up the stream so I can see what we are looking like and what is going on. I don't know if it's popping up yet for me though. That's not what I want. Still trying to figure all this stuff out. Obviously, this is like only my second or third time. I think this is only my third time ever streaming on this channel. So trying to get it all set up, trying to get it all figured out. I don't even know if I'm streaming to the right place right now. It looks like we are. Oh, hi. Love that baldy, oily scalp of yours. Thanks. Germ Live, where's my jar? I don't know what that means. I didn't think people would already be in here this fast either, so this is awesome. Like I said, today I do definitely want to talk about Armory skins, but I also want to talk about anything you guys want. If you guys have any investing ideas or skin stuff or items or, price checks or whatever, we can do whatever you guys want. But mainly today, my goal in this stream was to talk about, hopefully, some Armory skin stuff and find out some stuff, find out what the best Armory investments are going to be, and hopefully how we can make some money off all this stuff too. M4A1S fade. It's so, CSGO stocks is so weird sometimes, so hard to get stuff to pop up. Okay, yesterday I had the stream pulled up on my phone, but I don't even know how I did it. Going to, I guess I want to go to my channel. And I haven't updated the thumbnail yet. That's why I forgot about that too. I need to update the thumbnail real quick, and then we can get rolling. All right, now I'm on content. I have some stuff pulled up on my phone, some stuff pulled up on the computer. I don't know how people do this. YouTube's so much different than Twitch. Twitch, you just make a title, you go live, and then YouTube, you have you have to make the title, the thumbnail, you have to get it all pulled up, you have to get this, that, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. So we're still figuring some of this stuff out, obviously. But I do appreciate everyone stopping by. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Hopefully everyone's having a good start to 2025 as well. Part of the reason why I want to do this, I got 200 euros to spare. Any idea where to invest or where to buy? Well, that's good news because we might be talking about some stuff for a guy like you today, where to put it. I wanted to go live today and talk about this, and I'm definitely going to be talking about this in some upcoming videos as well. The last couple days, as I've been looking at stuff more and more, and even on the stream yesterday when we were talking about the best kind of CS2 investing ideas or whatever, it got me more and more inspired to go, I think, really, really hard on Armory skins and Armory investments, because I do think that some of these Armory skins, whenever the Armory items get rotated out, now it still might be a while, so I'm not really in a hurry necessarily to do this yet, but I do think at some point the move is going to be investing into some of these Armory skins. Now, there's a couple different ways you could go with Armory skins. You could invest in, the high tier Armory skins, stuff like the M4 Fade, stuff like the AKB the Monster, stuff like the CMYK, even like the Dragon Snore, stuff like that. But the other possibility is investing into the industrial grade, the lowest tier of those skins as well. So I want to find out what has been the most profitable in the past, and if there's any kind of trends or anything we can take advantage of. I just bought a good few breakout cases. Thoughts? We can pull that up. We can go to CS2 case tracker and see how they've been doing. We can also go to CSGO stocks and pull up the breakout cases as well. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't really have a strong opinion about the breakout case. I think it's been doing generally pretty well, but I think most cases have. Operation Breakout weapon case. I don't know. Let me see. Where is Breakout case on here? This is in the past month, which again, we're only seeing 15 million cases unboxed in the past month. So this is still down pretty significantly from what we saw, during some of the best months. A really, really good, strong month for CS2 unboxing is 30 million. And obviously I would love to see us get back to like those 30 million numbers. But right now we're at about 15 million. So obviously that is going to impact a lot of these things. Some of this is because we still have, people putting a lot of money into Armory stuff. Some of this is because Shanghai stuff is out right now. I don't know. Mini Legend says you got some Nico stickers. That's exciting. I'm not personally a big, investor in like stickers and stuff like that, especially anymore. Got some Nico stickers since he's leaving. Yeah, that could be an interesting opportunity. We will actually pull that up. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. And if Nico stickers are increasing in price right now, that could be definitely something I make like a video or a short or a post about. So that's actually pretty cool. So as far as Operation Breakout case, this actually looks really, really, really good. Breakout cases are all the way back here, meaning they are super, super, super old. I believe this is in the order that these cases were released. I don't know the exact year that the Operation Breakout case came out or anything like that. It doesn't really matter that much either. I also want to pull up Breakout case, the skins inside it and everything. I still don't know a lot of these items and everything off the top of my head. I know the stuff that I invest into, but I don't know everything else. So we'll pull this up. But just first glance, where I like to start to look with any case investing or anything like that is I like to start with the unboxing numbers, because if I'm investing in something that is being unboxed very heavily, that's great. That's like the number one fundamental for me. That's like one of the biggest things. So starting out by looking at the Operation Breakout weapon case, this is really strong. 143,000 of these unboxed in the past month. That's really, really, really good. I think that's a great sign. You have stuff like even like Chroma Revolver 120, Chroma 2 135. Like there's been more Operation Breakout cases open in the past month than Chroma 2. And Chroma 2 is a case that people really, really like. It's a really fun case to open. So that's a great sign. Operation Breakout, this also seems like one that could be potentially benefiting from renting as well, because you get the M4A1S Cyrex, you get the P90 Asimov, you get the Glock 18 Water Elemental. Those are all at least pretty decent skins. Those are all kind of cool. Glock 18 Water Elemental is one of my favorite Glock skins in the whole game. To me, it's like one of the best budget skins in the whole game. P250 Supernova was a play skin that I was using for a while. Overall, I think this is a cool case. And then what kind of knives can you get? Obviously, that's usually going to be the big question. I can see, obviously, butterflies right off the bat. You can get butterfly case hardened. That seems pretty sick. That seems pretty cool. You can get butterfly crimson web, which is obviously pretty good as well. You can get the butterfly vanilla. So it's just only butterfly knives. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that this is only butterfly knives in this case. So this case seems really great. This actually seems really awesome. And in the past year, these are up 24%. So these have had kind of market-beating returns as far as the CS2 markets, because I think we found out that the CS2 markets, at least CS2 skins, overall were up about 14% in 2024. So if you had any item that went up, more than 14% in 2024, it was pretty good. It was market-beating. And also, I want to say the S&P 500 went up around 20 or 22% or something like that in 2024. So you also had this breakout case that outperformed, traditional stocks and everything. Now, hey, this Operation Breakout case, it did not outperform like Bitcoin or crypto in 2024, but still did pretty well, especially in a down year overall for CS. So I don't know. I would say this actually seems really, really good. And this makes me a lot more curious about these Operation Breakout cases. Now, obviously, the one downside being they are already expensive as fuck. They're $8. That's not necessarily that great, but this definitely seems like a case that it has some genuine demand, has a lot of reason for people to open it, and this seems pretty good. Yeah, I would be pretty happy if I owned a significant amount of these. And this is something that I might want to add to my own radar personally, because I've never really dove into the Operation Breakout case that much. You might have said this already, but I have a question. Do I keep or sell the Armory case? So that question is going to depend a lot on what your goals are and what you want to get out of it. If you are fine. So first of all, Armory case, we're talking about the gallery case. So with the gallery case, what is interesting here is you are paying about 80 cents for the stars that you need to get the gallery case. And right now it's about 91 cents on third-party marketplaces. I would assume, I don't know, we can pull up CS Float or something real quick to check these prices, but I would assume it's around 80 cents. I would assume that, there's not much profit to be made with the gallery cases at this point. Okay, so gallery cases are actually worth less than 80 cents. So if you got this is a good sign. So if you were getting gallery cases, again, the stars to redeem gallery cases cost about 80 cents. You can sell these things for 75 cents on third-party marketplaces. You can sell them for maybe a tiny bit of profit on the Steam marketplace, but maybe even like break even or a loss after Steam fees or whatever. So if you're in a hurry to get your money back to do something worthwhile, yeah, you could sell them, but you know that you spent about 80 cents for them, and you know you can get around 80 cents, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less on them back. So why would you be selling the gallery cases right now? I don't really understand that, because if you're selling the gallery cases right now, then why did you ever redeem them in the first place? So I think right now, redeeming stars for gallery cases doesn't make a ton of sense, because there is a ton of profitable ways to be redeeming stars. Right now, you can see if you redeem your stars for the graphic collection or the overpass collection or missing link charms, you can get 56, 44, 32% gains on average, or expected gains or whatever. And you know that with the gallery case right now, not only are you like breaking even or maybe losing a little bit, you also know that you can just take your money, you can literally take dollars and buy gallery cases for those same prices, where, you know, I can't take $1.60 and buy the graphic design and buy like an M4A1S fade, but I could maybe pull one out of the graphic design collection. So I don't think it makes sense to redeem your stars for gallery cases. I think if you want a bunch of gallery cases, just buy them for 75 cents off a third-party marketplace, which is literally cheaper than what you get from the pass. And, you know, so that makes a lot more sense. So would I be selling my gallery cases right now? No, I would be more likely to be buying gallery cases right now, because I think that we've seen really, really strong performance from discontinued cases, obviously. And I think the gallery cases, like a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, are going to be worth a lot more than 80 cents. So I wouldn't be selling them right now, unless you really need the money or whatever, you know. Even if you redeem them early on, you're still breaking even. So even if you redeem them early on, it's not like you got them for like 40 cents or 50 cents or something, you know. So that's why it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it is gallery case, so not the same, but I see where you're coming from. If you get a golden breakout, it's guaranteed 500 at the lowest. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. When your only options for a gold are butterfly, that's really, really, really sick. You don't have to worry about getting some shit butterfly or something like that. Let's take a look at some Nico stickers. Somebody else had said that they were investing in Nico stickers. We can look at Nico. I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's going to be like some insane golds like Krakau's and stuff like that. But what if we looked at the holo from Paris, the holo from Shanghai, Nico holo from Antwerp? Look at what some of these prices are doing. So Nico is now officially leaving G2. He is headed to Falcons, which is pretty crazy. And so far, it doesn't really seem like these stickers are moving too much. The Nico from Paris, not really doing anything too crazy. Nico from Shanghai is up a little bit in the past 5 days, but this is just so expensive. I would not be paying $12 for a Nico holo from Shanghai. We do have the Nico holo from Antwerp, which again, Antwerp like looks better, lower supply, whatever. Like, why would you be paying more for the Shanghai one, which is about to get overflooded in supply, than you would for the Antwerp one? Doesn't really make a ton of sense. But in the past 5 days, this is down. So Nico stickers not really having any kind of pump or anything just yet. And I do think that just in general, the pump of when players leave doesn't really make sense, because you know, Nico, I don't know if Nico's ever going to make it any more majors. You know, with Falcons, who knows? But obviously, there's a ton of Nico stickers out there already. Nico was a player that did attend Paris, which is obviously a bad sign usually for all of the stickers. But yeah, he is leaving a big org. He's leaving, you know, G2, which makes a ton of majors, gets a ton of stickers, whatever. Krakow 2017 capsule, stupid cheap right now. Well, we can take a look at those. How do you know they are getting removed? I could see it being in the Anubis package moment, and they just keep it in the store while rotating collections and stickers only. Nico's too old to win a major. I don't know that they're removing anything from the you know, Armory pass store, whatever. So I don't think, but it would be unprecedented. You know, there's never been a case that has been continued out there. Yes, the Anubis package is a package that is permanent, but we don't have a case. We don't have, you know, cases from an operation or anything like the Armory or whatever that have become permanent. So that's why I'm just playing the numbers game and saying, hey, the gallery case probably isn't going to be permanent. That wouldn't make much sense. So that's why. Yeah, Koi disbanded, Cloud9 did too. I think Nico swapping to Falcons too. Yes, Nico swapping to Falcons. We can look at Koi stuff, Koi Hollow, because yes, Koi did announce, I think Osni tweeted out that Koi was going to be disbanding as well. And so far, Koi stuff is up like 7.75% today. So this maybe could be something. It's still very, very early on in this. So this is actually something where it might not be too late to actually take advantage of this. Maybe, I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying whatever, but there could be an opportunity to maybe still pick up Koi stuff right now. Also, if you do already own Koi stuff, it could be an opportunity to wait a little bit, wait a day, wait 2 days, whatever, and take advantage of this little pump that Koi's getting. Again, do I think long term it's going to help out that much? Or like medium term, I don't think it's going to help that much. Long term, it's great. If there's no more Koi borderless stickers, that's good for Koi stickers overall. But I think in the medium term, it's going to pump up, it's going to come back down, and then it's going to have this upward trajectory, long term. Your opinion is that Gungnir is going to be more desirable than Dragon Lore. I could see it. But the only thing is, Dragon Lore is so iconic, it has so much history. I get the argument that Gungnir looks better than Dragon Lore, or it's like a cooler skin or whatever, but Dragon Lore is so iconic and has so much history that I think Dragon Lore will always be around as like a very, very desirable and in-demand skin. Do you think Valve will replace the heat treated right away? Yeah, I do. I mean, maybe they'll be like a couple days later or whatever, but I think they will be. It's a new year. They want to get off on the right foot. They're not on vacation or anything like that, so they definitely will be. I don't like the AK skin in gallery cases, so I'm a little scared. I have 100 though. We'll hold on to them. You think there'll be a dip for Armory in March? Okay. Germ, I think Vertigo is removed. What do you think about Koi stickers? Yeah, Koi stickers do seem a little bit risky. Crackout 2017 capsules. Okay, let's look at these real quick too, and then we can start looking at some of the actual Armory stuff. What are your thoughts on the heat treated Deagle and the tier 1, tier 2 patterns? I think the two opportunities for buying heat treated Deagles is either the tier 1 blue gems or really, really trash, really shit Deagles. I think buying battle scarred dog shit patterns for super cheap and hoping those appreciate over time is one option. I think the other option is buying, tier 1 blue gems, but they're so damn expensive. They're so hyped up. They're so pumped up right now. I don't know if there's a ton of money to be made. So overall, I think, heat treateds might be something to stay away from. I don't know, but maybe I'm going to eat those words. Maybe that's going to age terribly. I get the good and bad about the Desirable heat treated. I'm really kind of conflicted. I don't know. For me, it's really, really, really hard. Okay, so I unboxed 2 tier 1 Deagles, 1 middleware, and 1 battle card. Yeah, I mean, if you have them, they might be worth a lot of money too. I don't know. You could hold on to them. You can just free roll and see what happens. They're not going to crash, but not going to crash like instantly or anything. Sold my Deagle heat treated for €15. Now it's 80. Yeah, that sucks. That definitely does suck. But yeah, the heat treateds have been talked about so much, and people are getting so hyped up and prepared for them to be removed from the store in like 10 days or whatever. That doesn't mean that once they're removed, it's going to continue to pump, because people already know the date that's going to be pumped. So some of that should be priced in. A significant amount of that should be priced in, if that makes sense. So as far as Krakow capsules, were you talking about the Krakow team capsules, or were you talking about the Krakow autograph capsules? I'm assuming you were talking about Krakow autograph capsules, because I know everyone likes the Krakow golds, but I don't know what you were talking about or what you meant. What is that site called where you compare the skin prices? This is CSGO Stocks. CSGOstocks.de is what I'm on right now. Krakow looks like it didn't do too good in 2024. Let's pull up all this stuff, all the Krakow stuff. Challenger Autograph Capsule didn't do too good in 2024. I don't really know anything about Krakow. I don't know what players and what teams are in which capsules, so I can't really give too strong an opinion on this stuff. All I can say is that obviously it looks like a lot of this stuff didn't do very good in 2024. But yeah, if there's some reason why some of the stuff's going to go crazy this next year, I would definitely be interested to hear it. Could be cool. I don't know. But I do want to start getting into Armory stuff. So that is, like I said, kind of the plan for this stream is to do some research, because this is something I've been wanting to research. So I thought, why not just do it for some content? Why not just do it for a live stream? So I do want to try and find out what is going to be the best opportunities to invest into Armory skins, because it is something I'm thinking about doing, and it's something I think I'm going to put a decent amount of money into. I don't know if I'm going to do like $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever. I honestly think I might be making a video about this as well. I honestly think I might sell all of my Paris stuff and take that money and put it into Armory stuff, because I really do believe in the Armory stuff so much. Super cheap and iconic gold stickers and low as fuck supply. Thanks for the heads up on C9. Sold a bunch of my graffitis. There you go. Hey, congrats. I hopefully made some money. Like I said, in general, my goal with my content and my videos and everything that I do is to, hopefully help some people make some money. If I can ever help you guys make money or help you guys, make a worthwhile investment, or, yesterday some guy said he, cashed out his skins for his wedding, or, I've heard people buy cars and houses and, maybe they pay off some student loan debt or whatever. Like, I would love to help people make money and, accomplish their goals and do some stuff like that. So yeah, if you ever do, make money off a video or a topic I talk about or whatever, like I love to hear about this stuff. I love to hear the success stories. And obviously sometimes we're going to lose money. I've lost a fair amount of money doing some stupid stuff or stupid trades or stupid investments or whatever, but there's also going to be chances to make money as well. And I do hope in the long run, obviously, we make more good decisions and better decisions and make more money than we lose. And I do hope, that can be a positive experience and positive impact for some of you guys. And I hope, even if we change your life in a small, meaningful way or whatever, hopefully for some people, it's going to change their lives in huge ways. And obviously, I'm hoping to change my own life in a huge way. And that's a goal of mine, all that stuff. But, I do love hearing stuff like that. So I think that is really cool. I spend a bunch of money on Gamma, Glock, and whiteouts. Is that better than Armory? It might be. It very well could be. That is definitely something I will need to be considering as well, because obviously you're talking about the train stuff, right? That's the train collection. I think we took a look at this yesterday as well. So a couple other things we can talk about real quick, I guess, before we get into Armory stuff too, is the 2021 Train Collection. If and when Train does get brought back into the active duty pool, which I think a lot of people expect will be happening in 2025. Obviously, that could mean a new 2025 Train Collection, which could mean good things for this 2021 train collection. Could mean obviously with a new train collection that these could see a nice little price spike or whatever. So that could mean Glock 18 Gamma Dopplers, which I think Emerald Gamma Dopplers in general are not a bad skin to be holding on to, could see a nice little price spike, could see a nice little bump. USPS Whiteout could see a nice little bump, could be really cool. And then I think some of these lower tier things, which we took a look at yesterday as well, we saw like, the UMP 45 full stop has been doing really well. In 2024, UMP full stop. In 2024, this skin did really well. The skin did insane. This thing was up 48% in the past year. And again, a lot of this is, hey, people are already expecting Train to be brought back. We're already expecting a new 2025 Train collection. But yeah, you are taking a little bit of a gamble because obviously if they do reuse this Train collection, it could be really bad for all this stuff. But I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be really good. This Leon says he doesn't think Train's going to get a new collection. So if you don't think Train's going to get a new collection, then you definitely want to stay away from these skins because we will be getting these all in souvenirs and a lot of these prices will stagnate or drop. But if you think we are going to be getting a new Train collection, these could definitely have a nice little rise and we could see some price increases. Now, the other way to potentially make money off stuff like this is off of the Vertigo collection, which we have right here, the 2021 Vertigo collection, because if Vertigo does get removed and we won't be getting any more Vertigo souvenirs, stuff like the Imminent Danger could end up being an okay investment, could end up seeing a nice little increase. And also, these lower tier skins from the Vertigo collection could end up being okay as well. Stuff like the Dual Beretta's oil change, which I don't know how well these did in 2024, but it seems like every dual oil change, it seems like every low tier skin I look up just like went insane in 2024. It seems like this is really like the under invested part of the market. Dual Beretta's oil change went up 63% in 2024. Dude, it's literally so gross. Every cheap skin, every low rarity skin I look at went insane in 2024. It was like the way to make money. And it seems like this is like always the case because you can look at these all-time graphs and they just kind of keep going up. And I just don't have enough money and stuff like this. I need to put a couple $1,000s in stuff like this. And it seems like this is like the hidden money printer of CS2. But if and when Vertigo does get removed, I think a lot of these 2021 Vertigo collection skins could end up doing very well. So this could be something to keep in mind as well. Yeah, Train is maybe one possibility and one opportunity, but that is maybe a little bit riskier, where I think some of this stuff like the FAMAS faulty wiring or, like I said, the Dual Beretta's oil change, these things did well in 2024 and they have a chance to do well again in 2025. I do think, especially if Vertigo does get removed, which it seems like is, almost pretty certain to happen at this point. So let's pull up some of the Armory stuff. And to make sense of the Armory stuff, we also need to pull up some of the past operations. So I need to pull up Operation Riptide. I need to pull up Operation Broken Fang because we need to compare how the items from Operation Riptide and how the items from, so we can pull that up, and then I need to pull this up as well. We need to compare how some of the items from Operation Riptide and Operation Broken Fang did, and that is our best inclination, I think, to how these items are going to do. Now, what I don't like about Operation Riptide. Hold on. This guy said, I have 100K in cases and capsules. How much less are you paying to Skinport/Skin Baron? Skinport and Skin Baron have really inflated prices, but then they also have really high fees and stuff, so you kind of get fucked by them. I don't know. It just depends on what stuff you have. I generally pay 85 to 90% buff, so you can take a look at buff price and whatever, and I do about 85 to 90%. Yeah, I generally think that's honestly pretty fair, especially for an instant cash out where, something like whatever, those third-party trading sites, you're going to wait, especially to cash out stuff in bulk. It's going to take a long-ass time to move that stuff around and sell it and everything. So cases ain't on buff. Yeah, float, same thing. 85, 90% float. It's the same thing. What do you think is the best case investment? Honestly, we talked about this yesterday, but I do think some of the best cases right now are, I really like Prisma 2, Prisma 1, I like Danger Zone, I like the Gallery case, I like Snakebite, I like Fracture, all as kind of some of the cases that I would be buying right now for 2025. Okay, so what I don't like about Operation Riptide and why it's not necessarily the best way to compare to Armory is that all of the collections that we got in Operation Riptide were map collections. We got Train Collection, Mirage Collection, Dust 2 Collection, Vertigo Collection. So we didn't get, in Armory, we have graphic design and we have sport and field. We have collections that are not tied to a map. We have collections that are not, getting souvenirs of them created. And in Riptide, we don't have that. In Riptide, we have all map collections. So it's not, I wish Riptide had more of their own collections, because Riptide is obviously the most recent operation. It could give us the most relevant data points. Now, obviously, comparing the Armory to Riptide isn't the best comparison, because the market has changed so much, the player base has changed so much, CS2 investing has changed so much in the past, 4 years. But it's at least the best data point we have, since it is the last operation. But also, all the collections in Riptide are something totally different from what we've seen in Armory, so it's not the best comparison. So that's why we need to go even further back to Operation Broken Fang to maybe get a little bit better comparisons. But we can look at this stuff right now and maybe at least compare it to the Overpass stuff, to see if there's any kind of parallels to be made there. So, we have the 2021 Train Collection, which we can definitely look at. And we can see how these things have done, because I think this could be, obviously, probably pretty comparable to the Overpass 2024 collection. So at the top, we do have the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler being the red. Now, obviously, it's a little bit different as well, because the Overpass collection only has one red, where the 2021 Train collection has two reds. So it's not a one-to-one comparison, but we can see how the Glock Gamma Doppler. This website's so stupid. I literally have typed in Glock Gamma, and the number one option is Gamma 2 case, Gamma 1 case, and then Karambit Gamma Doppler. Like, I literally have Glock as the first word on it, and I have to scroll down to actually see the Glocks. Is the pinks in the Armory good for long-term investments? We'll talk about that. What's your main investments? We can talk about that later. What do you think of Dreams and Nightmares? I don't really have a strong opinion about it. It's active duty. It's going to be super volatile. It's really hard for me to, kind of make any meaningful conclusions. So here is what we can see about the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. And this could be maybe a little bit comparable to the AK-47B, the Monster. Now, I don't know exactly what the numbers look like overall for, we'll have to pull up Float for something like this to see what the amount of skins out there for both of these items are. We can go, so we can look up Glock Gamma Doppler. I just want to see all of them. There's no way to just see all of them. It's going to make me pick between the phases, so that isn't really necessarily helpful. But we can compare this maybe better to the M4A4, the Coalition, I guess. So we can see M4 A4, the Coalition. And the Coalition should, in theory, have similar a number of items to the Gamma Doppler, obviously. So we have about 72,000. Yeah, that's a good point, Crom. Yes, I do agree. So M4A4 of the Coalition, in theory, they should have similar amounts because there's equal opportunity to get both of them, whatever. The Glock seems pretty cheap for what it is. I do tend to kind of agree with that. So we have about 72,000 of the M4A4 of the Coalition, which means we have about 145,000 of these reds created overall from the 2021 train collection. And if we look at the Monster, we can see that right now there is about 11,000 of these, which is crazy. That supply does seem really, really low. Now, again, another thing to keep in mind is that the Monster, I believe, is a lot more expensive than both of these. You know, you have the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler at $87. You have the Monster factory new is like, what is it, like $900? Is it $1,000 or something like that? Now, obviously, the Armory has only been out for 2 months. The Armory does still have plenty of time left. $1,300 for the AK-47B, the Monster factory new. That is pretty crazy. I have no idea what the M4, the Coalition is. This is honestly a skin I'm not familiar with at all, and I really have never even looked at or anything. It's at $290. So, obviously, you have about 15x the supply of, you know, the reds from the train collection right now. But the bigger thing is, and the more important thing is, what these prices have done since they have been removed. So if we go back, I believe, I don't know when Operation Riptide ended. I think it lasted like 6 months, which I think would put us at like March of 2021, I think. But it might have even been shorter than that. I need to look up the Operation Riptide end date to really start to make a good comparison here. Because of how trade-ups work, they treat every Glock phase in an individual skin. Yeah, that makes sense. So for every trade-up, there's 5 Glocks and 1 M4. That's actually crazy. I did not know that. There are actually more Glocks and M4s, though. Okay, Operation Riptide ended on February 21st of 2022. So that means it's been about 4 years, which is crazy. It's been about 4 years. And this thing is up 148% in 4 years, which that's good. This is a strong investment. More than doubling your money in 4 years is great. So like, I'll just tell you real quick, like in the traditional stock market, people try to double their money in like 7 to 10 years. That's really, really, really good. Being able to double your money in 4 years, that's great. This is, something we've seen with these. The Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, we can go to February 21st, and we can see that these have gone up about, 4x? These have gone from $20 to $87. So in this instance, Armory's not discontinued yet. Armory's only been out for 2 months. I do think the Armory overall, my prediction for the Armory is that it will be around for 6 to 12 months. The Armory is going to be permanent. They've already said the Armory is going to be permanent, or that's like what the theories are. But I think they're going to get a rotation. I think this current iteration of the Armory, the current rotation of the Armory, I do think will last about 6 to 12 months, which would put us at sometime between March and September. I think the Armory is going to be rotated out. That is my prediction. Now, that could be totally wrong, but that is the basis that I'm going off of right now. That's what I think is going to happen. Armory's not discontinued. We still have plenty of time. I think at minimum we have, it came out in October, so I would say April to September. I think we have at minimum, 4 months left to buy Armory stuff. And if it's rotated out in April, I wouldn't be shocked. If they keep it in for longer, I wouldn't be shocked either. But Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, from the end of Operation Riptide, these things are up 325%. This has been insane. This has been an amazing investment. But the question we are looking for is, what was the best way to make money by investing in the train collection? Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, since the end of it, is up 325%. But you have other stuff in here. You have the USPS Whiteout, which is also a very cool skin. You have the blues, like the UMP 45 Full Stop. You have, the AUG Amber Fade. We have some other blues that are on some better skins, because it's also something I want to take a look at. So I want to pull up all of those right now and see what has done the best. We're going to make a ton of tabs right now, and we're going to try to get a ton of data about what was actually the best. So one thing I want to look up is a UMP 45 Full Stop. This is just a random skin that is the lowest rarity in the train collection. And we're going to zoom out to the full graph. This is how you should be researching your investment. This is all the, work and effort that should be going into stuff like this. So when Operation Riptide ended, these were 36 cents. Since then, they're up 361%. So this is what is crazy. And this is what I'm trying to make sense of and figure out for the Armory investments, for which skins are going to make the most money. So Glock 18 Gamma Doppler is an insane skin. It has, people love this. It looks great. It's insanely collectible. People love buying, selling it, trading it, whatever. I've owned a ton of these. I think it's a great looking skin. But since the end of Operation Riptide, it is up 325%. This really, really great, one of the best Glocks, one of the best skins really in the whole game. It's awesome. This UMP 45, it's trash. It's shit. No one cares about it. You've probably never seen this skin. You've probably never owned it. You've probably never bought it, sold it. Nobody has probably ever cared about it. But guess what? This has outperformed, percentage-wise, the Glock Gamma Doppler since the end of the Operation Riptide. Now, the interesting thing here is you have to buy a lot more of these, which is good and bad. You have more flexibility in buying and selling, but also it's going to take a ton of storage units. You're going to have some extra storage unit fees. It's going to take up more of your inventory. It's going to take longer to buy and sell, all that stuff. But still, you would have made more money by investing whatever. If you had $100 or $1,000 or $500 or $10,000, whatever, you would have made more money by buying these UMP 45 full stops than by buying the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. And you would have made a lot more money off those UMP 45 full stops than off the M4A4 Coalition. But was the UMP 45 full stop even the best option? I don't know. That's what we're looking at. So I wanted to look at what about the good skins? Because we do have some of this in the Armory as well. What about, the UMP 45 is kind of a shit skin. What about a M4A1S skin that's really cheap? What about the R8 Revolver Blaze that's like kind of popular? What about the Desert Eagle Sputnik, which is like a Deagle skin? Did those do better? Did those do worse? I don't know. I've never looked at this before, but this is something I want to find out. So we can go to the Desert Eagle Sputnik, factory new. We can go back and look at the all-time. We can go back to February 21st of 2022. Okay, so this has been 3 years. This has been 3 years, not 4, actually. And we can see that this has had pretty similar returns to Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. Nothing too crazy there. I mean, still pretty crazy, but nothing. We haven't learned anything new. We have the M4A1S Fizzy Pop, because this is something I'm really interested in, because what does an M4 skin? I have a Sputnik factory new good pattern. I didn't even know the Sputnik had different patterns. I'm going to be honest with you. We can look back to February 21st of 2022. And we can see that this M4A1S Fizzy Pop did not do good. This was actually bad. So it's interesting because it doesn't just matter if you buy any of the blues, because UMP 45 Full Stop and the Desert Eagle Sputnik have both done insanely well, but the M4A1S Fizzy Pop has not done good. You would have been much better off buying the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler than buying the M4A1S Fizzy Pop. Now that's actually interesting to me, because originally I would have thought that maybe buying some of these blues for the more popular skins like the AK or the M4A1 or the M4A4 or an AWP or whatever, I would have thought maybe that would have a chance to be more profitable. But it turns out, in at least this one instance, it's just one data point. We're going to look at a bunch of other stuff. At least in this one data point, that this was not as good. This was like much worse. Now, what about the R8 Revolver Blaze? Was there more money to be made with this one? Got to go back to February 21st of 2022. And we can see that, no, this again was worse. This was, you would have been better off with the UMP 45 Full Stop. You would have been better off with the Desert Eagle Sputnik. You would have been better off with the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. That's pretty interesting. Let's look at one more thing, just kind of randomly. We can do the Tech 9 safety net, I guess. As just kind of like another like nothing skin. Tech 9 safety net. Tech 9 safety net in factory new. We can go to the all-time, February 21st, 2022. This one looks like it's done pretty well. And this is up 350%. Again, this outperformed the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. So far, at least from the train collection, Lil Tommy said, Germ, is it good to buy M4A4 Polysuit for investment? It's from the new graphic collection. We'll take a look at that in a second. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I don't have a great answer yet, but I do hope we'll be able to answer stuff like that, hopefully by the end of the stream. That's at least my goal. So I want to look at all this stuff, be able to draw some conclusions, be able to make a full video about this, and then also be able to buy my own Armory investments based off what I find to be the best stuff. So that's why I think this stream should be pretty cool, because I think we're going to find out a lot of cool things. And I think a lot of people don't take the time, they don't put in the effort to actually dive into all these numbers. But I think by diving into all these numbers and doing this research, this is how you can find out what the best investments are going to be. Now, I'm not saying you should do all this stuff. That's why you should watch YouTubers. That's why you should watch content creators. That's why you should follow me on Twitter and YouTube, and, you know, subscribe and become a channel member and blah, 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 because I'm going to do this work for you, and I'm going to hopefully tell you what the best stuff is. But I don't know yet, because I haven't done the work. We're doing the work right now. We're trying to figure this stuff out. Yeah, so just buy the cheapest factory new and pray it becomes trade up food and bumps up the most desirable skins from the same rarity. Yes, exactly. That's a very, very real possibility. Now, what is interesting is what about like the minimal wear? I've been looking at factory new, but what about minimal wear? Because minimal wear could be used to do factory new trade ups, you know? This is actually interesting. So, for the UMP 45 full stop, I didn't even think about this. I didn't consider this, because the best trade-ups and the most profitable trade-ups is usually going from minimal wear to factory new or field tested. Yeah. Yes, Crom. Yes, that's correct. I didn't even think about that. I've been looking at factory new, but yes, minimal wear could be better. Now, is field tested even better? I don't know. So if we did the UMP 45 full stop and minimal wear, you could buy these for 25 cents. They are now $1.29, and this is up 454%. Now again, remember, Glock 18 Gamma Doppler went up to 325%. So the UMP 45 full stop minimal wear gets even crazier. What about field tested? I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. We can look at field tested. I didn't type in full stop. Field tested is the best? Field tested gets even crazier? If it does, that's going to be insane. So, going from February 21st of 2022... what the fuck? This gets even better. This gets even crazier. Now, again, you guys have to keep in mind, this is just the first collection that we're looking at. Hold on, I'll hover the mouse over. You can see 1,000%. These went from 11 cents to $1.22, because again, you guys have to keep in mind that trade ups. So if these skins are being used for trade up fodder, trade ups, the best trade ups are going from field tested to minimal wear or minimal wear to fact new. That's how you get the profitability. If you're doing factory new to factory new trade ups, that's fine. But that's not where the most money is going to be made. The most it's crazy. It's crazy. I got 300 blues in each Armory collection of minimal wear. Field tested minimal wear is about the same. I think I could be wrong because it goes to minimal wear. Okay, but now this changed everything, because now we need to look at all these other skins. Now we need to go back to confirm some of this stuff. And again, you guys have to keep in mind, this is just a train collection. We have other collections we need to look at. We cannot base all of our conclusions just off the train collection. We need to look at the other collections, and then if all the other collections follow a similar pattern, then we can draw a conclusion. Then we can maybe make some meaningful conclusions here. But we can't yet. Bish, what did you say? The best stuff is the skins usable for trade-ups no one cares about, because you start at a very low buying cost due to lack of demand and end up with a good delta of profit. The best stuff is the skins usable for trade-up that no one cares about. Yeah. No, I agree. I think the reason the shittier skins are doing better is maybe because of trade-ups. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. It's true, because you can do field tested with some other low-float factory new and the trade-up will still be factory new. Yeah, exactly. Or you can just do field tested to minimal wear trade ups, and sometimes they can be extremely profitable. Literally, some of the most profitable trade ups in existence are going from low float field tested to minimal wear. That's something that people are doing for sure. So, Sputnik in minimal wear. How did this do? 475%. That's pretty good. That's better than the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. Sputnik in field tested, again, we saw for the UMP 45 full stop, field tested was pretty fucking insane. 12 cents. So again, field tested was the best for the Sputnik. But I have to put an asterisk by all of this, because we have to keep in mind is that all of this stuff is more expensive, and that CS2 investing and trading up and all of this has changed. You know, you're not getting this stuff for 12 cents anymore. These things are starting off at more expensive prices. Now, that doesn't mean that these still aren't going to be the best investments. It doesn't mean that these still aren't going to be the best place to put your money. But it's still not a complete one-to-one comparison. But again, at least for the Sputnik, field tested was great. Now, M4 Fizzy Pop. This will also make it a lot easier to look at Any kind of float is a profit. Yeah, for sure. M4 Fizzy Pop. This will make it a lot easier to start looking at the other collections now that we know this stuff. We can look at Minimal Wear and Fizzy Pop at the same time. We have Minimal Wear from February 21st of 2022. This one still doesn't look as good. Minimal Wear, 114%, so, whatever. And then we have February 21st of 2022. We have the field tested, 211%. So again, field tested once again in the train collection was still better. And then we have one more skin to look at. We can look at the R8 Revolver Blaze real quick. In minimal wear. Okay, Blaze only comes in minimal wear. It's float capped, I guess. And we can go to February 21st, 2022, and we can see that the minimal wear was pretty good. But still, so we found out that the best investments from this whole thing were the UMP 45 full stop and field tested and the Tech 9 safety net and field tested, right? Because the Sputnik and field tested was up 774. Tech 9 safety net in field tested. I can't remember what we came up with for that. Yeah, look at this, dude. This graph is insane. From 10 cents. So Tech 9 safety net and UMP 45 full stop ended up being the best investments from the train collection. Now, hey, Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, if you bought this, you didn't do bad. You did fine. I'm not saying that the best skins from a collection are bad, because Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, you made 325% in 3 years. That is great. That's a great investment. It's not bad at all. I'm just saying there were maybe more ways to make money. This guy said, what about Operation Case skins? That's also something we will have to look into. That is very interesting. Field tested can be even better if the coverts are float capped at 0.08, like the M4 Fade, for example. Yes. Yeah, for sure. I don't know all the intricacies and all the workings of trade-ups. It's something I really hope to learn trade-ups more in 2025. So if that is something that people... if that's something that people are knowledgeable about, I would love to talk to people more about trade-ups. I want to do trade-ups. I want to make content about trade-ups. I think that's something I do want to add to my content portfolio in 2025. I don't know that much about trade-ups. I'm learning. The last couple of years, I've spent all my time putting into, stickers and capsules and skins and all that stuff. I need to learn about the other stuff in CS2 as well. Philosophy Anime says, do you want to buy Spectrum 2s from me? Yes, I would love to buy Spectrum 2s from you. Hit me up and we can probably get a deal done. I'm buying cases all the time. I would love to buy some Spectrum 2s from you. It's really not that hard to learn. I want to figure out how I can make profitable trade up videos for the channel. That's really what I want to do. If I can make a bunch of profitable trade up, like Tech Savvy Scientist, I love watching Tech Savvy's content. His videos do insanely well. His channel's doing amazing. If I can make some profitable trade up videos, I would love to do that. Gamma Doppler got high because of CS2 release and the release of new graphics. No, that definitely helped the Gamma Doppler. You can see the Gamma Doppler had this big spike in 2023. That definitely did help. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yes, it was pretty flat before that. So yeah, that's true. Should I put 50% of my investment money in blues and Armory? I don't know. We're still looking at that. Check MP9 Army Sheen Battle Scar. What do you think about Operation cases, and which one is the best to invest in right now in your opinion? I would invest in the Gallery case. What do you think about Desert Eagle Heat Treated Blue Gem? I don't know. It's really hard. Army Sheen Battle Scarred. Does MP9 Army Sheen come in Battle Scarred? You mean field tested? Army Sheen is float capped. Yeah, there's no battle scar. But yeah, yes, this thing went from 4 cents to 95 cents. 2,000% gains. To be fair, guys, if I had a good investment, I would never share it here. That's pretty lame. I think if it's a good investment, it can be shared and you will still do well. Like people who invest in, Google or Amazon or whatever, they're not like, oh, I can't tell anyone. Like, why would you not want to tell people? Like, one, you get the idea of telling people, which kind of, in some ways can even pump up your investment a little bit. I'm not saying you should be like pumping and dumping or anything like that, but I'm just saying like some people, when they tell us about it, it can gain other people to buy into it, which isn't bad for it. But no, we create a community where we find good investments that can be shared. I think if you're not sharing, Yeah, this guy says if you've already have your money in the investments, it would even be better for you. Yeah, so I think that's kind of lame. And obviously, I'm a content creator. I want to make money. I want to make investment and stuff, but I want to be able to create content and share it with people as well. And also, no one here is big enough to, meaningfully impact or affect the markets. If people shared investing ideas here to the 90 people in the chat, it's not like your investment idea is going to be ruined. And if 90 people finding out about your investment idea ruins it, then it probably wasn't that good of an investing idea anyway, and it was probably pretty flimsy and on pretty shaky ground. So I think that's pretty lame. I don't really agree to that or subscribe to that, obviously. And I think talking about CS2 investments and getting more people interested and invested in CS2 investments could be a good idea in the long term, because even if it cuts into your profits a little bit on this one, it's going to present you to more opportunities in the future because the CS2 investing market is going to be bigger. Prob Jesus in chat right now and dropping a new video. Yeah, probably. What do I think about agents? I think agents are a little bit inflated right now, probably overpriced. I'm not really buying agents right now. Also, sharing ideas here is much different than the stock market with algos trading against your ideas. Right, exactly. I flipped a sticker craft AK Empress for 5% profit after 10 days. That's cool. I do own some Armory machines, but I have bought them in factory new. So yeah, this is making me rethink everything. I don't know why. I literally just had like a light bulb moment where I just realized that factory new is not the best trade up fodder to be buying. When I move my head down, it looks like a flashbang. I just had this random realization that, yeah, factory, and this is so stupid. This is something that, smart people would have figured out way sooner, that, yeah, factory new is not the best trade up fodder. So I do own some factory new Armory machines. But yeah, I should be owning minimal wear field tested. Okay, so we just looked at the train collection. What we found out from the train collection, is, we didn't look at the USPS whiteout. That's the last thing I wanted to look at. What about the USPS whiteout? What about the pinks? What about the pinks when there's a good red, like the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler? What do the pinks do? And a pretty good looking pink too. I love the USPS whiteout. I think it's great. So from February 21st until today, this thing is up 949% in field tested. It is up 448% in minimal wear. And it is up 54% factory new. So overall, if you were just going to buy factory new, you'd be better off with the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. I don't know why I don't have this pulled up anymore. The Gamma Doppler has outperformed, the red has outperformed the pinks in terms of factory new. But if you bought the whiteout in minimal wear, you outperformed the Gamma Doppler in factory new. And if you bought the pinks in field tested, you really outperformed. So again, from the train, what we found out is if you bought the really highly sought after red, I guess we can look at what about the other stuff? What about Glock 18, Gamma Doppler? What about these in the other wears? What about this in minimal wear field tested? I'm just totally brainstorming. I'm trying to come up with different ideas. I'm trying to just think of all the different potential ideas for ways that we could maximize our profit on Armory items. So Glock 18 Gamma Doppler and minimal wear seems like it did pretty similar. Glock 18 Gamma Doppler and field tested did better. What about the worst wears? Because that's one of the ideas I have is so many people are going for the heat treateds in, the tier 1s and factory new and everything like that. And one of my ideas is what if you bought a bunch of Desert Eagle heat treateds and battle scarred for like $2 and you just made your investment as cheap as possible? Like, could that be good? I don't know. Glock 18 Gamma Doppler and battle scarred was actually the best that we've seen so far. That's crazy. Glock 18 Gamma Doppler and battle scarred, you would have made more money than buying them in factory new. And in well worn, you would have made more money than buying them in factory new. So honestly, what we found out so far this is just a train collection. We need to look at more collections. What we found out from the train collection is that the reds did good. If you invested even in the M4A4 of the Coalition, you made a nice amount of money at the end of Operation Riptide. If you invested in the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, you made a lot of money. But you could have made more money from buying the USPS whiteout in field tested, and you could have made the most money by buying the UMP 45 full stop in field tested, or by buying the Tech 9 safety net in field tested. Now, last thing I want to look at before we move on to something totally different is what about these skins Is field tested the best? Was well worn or battle scarred maybe even better? I don't know. Dude, I have like 50 tabs opened up right now. This is becoming ridiculous. But this is the last thing I want to look at. And then we can move on. No. Well worn was not better than field tested. Was battle scarred better than field tested? It was. So from this, let's look at the UMP 45 full stop. Before we get too crazy, we have battle scarred, we have well worn. Battle scarred wasn't that much better than field tested, though, to be fair. Battle scarred was the best, again. And well worn was best again. So it seems like the gains kind of cap out at field tested. Field tested, minimal, or field tested, well worn, battle scarred. They all start to be pretty similar. But what we found out is that, you know, some of the worst wares can end up being more money. But at least from the train collection, the kind of shit skins, the UMP 45 full stop, the Tech 9 safety net, those were the best. And if you bought the good blue skins, like the R8 revolver blade or the M4A1S fizzy pop, you didn't make as much money. So it seems like you wanted to buy the reds, the pinks, or very, very low down. Well-worn skins are harder to sell in bulk, though, so probably stay away from those. Yes, definitely. Well-worn has a very, very small float range, so it can be really hard to kind of move them. They are definitely, in the past 3 months, Glock Gamma Doppler field test is way better than minimal wear. Can you look at Mag 10 from Moss from the train collection instead of the USP? Yeah, if you want to. Oh, okay, you mean these for the trade-ups? Yeah. The only reason I was looking at the USPS whiteout was because I think it's a really good-looking skin. I think it's a skin that like I would use as a play skin and want to own and everything. You say that nobody's using them for trade-ups. Okay, yeah, that's fair. What if we look at the ugly pinks? This is, I guess this will be the last thing we do. I know I've said this like a million times, but FAMAS Meltdown. Let's look at how these did. Does FAMAS Meltdown doesn't exist in Battle Scarred, apparently? That's what CSGO Stocks is telling me at least. Okay, so from February 21st onward, these are up 410% in factory new. That's better than the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler, but not by much. FAMAS Meltdown and Minimal Wear, up 589%. That's actually worse than the whiteout. Or no, I think it's similar. It's better. That's better. The field tested is going to be the one that matters, though. Pretty similar. Actually, pretty similar. So, Crom said, look at the Max Center from Moss because nobody's using the USP. But actually, the USP whiteout and field tested outperformed the FAMAS Meltdown and field tested. So, even though people might not be using as much for trade-ups, it actually did a little bit better. Which side are you checking these prices on? This is CSGO Stocks. I believe they used the... you meant the factory new specifically? Okay. I did look at the factory new, though, as well. Why are they going up so high when they can still be pulled from the battle pass? We'll talk about that in a second. So the thing is, should I sell my minimal wear Glock for field tested? I don't know. I don't sell. Why not just buy a field tested one as well if you want to? Buying skin, so it's kind of worthless. Thanks for response. What are we saying? You're buying a lot of the olive polymesh. Okay, so that's why I wanted to do this. That's why I wanted to look into stuff to see if the olive polymesh would be worth it. But from what I've seen so far, the olive polymesh might be a bad investment. It might be you might be missing out on some profits by buying the polymesh. Originally, I would have thought, polymesh seems like a great investment. But at least so far, from looking at the train collection, that's not what we found. Now, what we need to do is go to another collection and see if we can recreate some of the findings we had. So what do we want to look at next? Do we want to look at Mirage, Dust 2, or Vertigo? Again, another thing you have to keep in mind is that all of these collections are map collections, which means they all got souvenirs and stuff. And the graphic collection and sport and field collection will not be getting any souvenirs. So that could greatly affect them. And I think that's a lot better for the graphic and the sporting field collections, because the souvenirs makes more of those skins be created, which makes them worse. Yes, it doesn't affect trade ups, but it still makes a higher supply for those skins, and it's more competition for those skins overall. Okay, so I'm seeing some people that say they want to look at Dust 2 next. So let's go to Dust 2 2021. And we'll see. Now, some of this stuff is going to be harder to look at. Some of these other collections, the prices will be harder to track because they're not sold on Steam, because they're so expensive. You know, the Gold Arabesque is so expensive that it's not sold on Steam, which means the prices for a lot of this stuff are going to be harder to track. We can pull up the Gold Arabesque, but we're not really going to get reliable data. So that's what makes something like this harder, and that's why I really liked looking at the train collection, because the reds were, yeah, of course, if it's not on Steam, it's a high price. But what you do need to know about the Arabesque is that, you know, the price didn't go that insane. The Arabesque, if you bought it, you know, during the operation, it doesn't seem like it's gone that crazy. So we can go from February 21st, 2022. These prices were $1,300, and you know it hasn't doubled. It has not doubled since then. Now, again, we haven't had a sale since this ends at October 11th. But we can take a look at the other stuff in the Dust 2 collection, and we can see how this is all done. So we can start out. We can also compare this to the train collection as well, is one thing, I guess. And we can start out by looking at the lowest rarity. We have the consumer grade for these ones. And what is interesting is in this consumer grade, we don't have any skins for really, really cool guns. You know, we don't have an AK skin, we don't have an ops skin, we don't have, you know, anything like that. So there's not really anything like that in terms of what we can take away, but we can pull up some of these, and I don't know. What are the ones people would be using for trade-ups? The R8 Revolver Desert Brush are the cheapest. Yeah, that is the bad thing about the Armory, is that we have no idea when it will end. And if it lasts too long, obviously the supplies are going to get crazy. So let's look at the R8 Revolver Desert Brush. It sucks because the train collection was like perfect. The train collection had everything that we needed to look at, and like, yeah, this Dust 2 stuff is going to be way too complicated to look at because of the Arabesque not having price history and price data. But for the R8 Revolver Desert Brush, let's go back. This is crazy. I mean, these things were 5 cents. In Battle Scarred, you saw a 1,400% gain on the R8 Revolver Desert Brush. Well Worn, we saw a 1,500% gain. I don't even remember what I said for this. 1,400. Well Worn is a little bit better, but again, we were not really necessarily recommending Well Worn. Also, I want to drop this in the chat real quick. I think investing ideas and feedback. What do I want to do? I want to do trade ups. Want to do trading. I want to do I don't know, unboxings, crafts. I'm about to drop a Discord link to you guys. So I made a Discord. I don't know. I think we're going to be, I want to start interacting with people on Discord and stuff. So this guy said maybe let's switch to another collection. Yeah, we can. Oh, it's just fucking specs. Okay, so he doesn't even know what he's talking about. I'm going to drop a Discord link real quick because I did make a Discord. So I thought, while we have people in the chat, maybe people will be able to hop in here real quick. I don't know what text channels or anything we need to add. If whatever we want to add or need to add, let me know. We can go from there. But How do I get the invite link for this shit? That's what I need to figure out. I'm like the biggest Discord noob ever. Invite people. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to drop this link in the chat. Right click the server icon and click invite people. Let me join. Okay. This is something I want to do for the new year. So this is something I've been wanting to do. So now's the time. All right. I'm going to... No! Hidden! Use the copy button. What the fuck? It didn't copy it. Use the copy button. I did that. It just says hidden use copy button. What the fuck? I think it's because I'm on streamer mode or whatever. Every time I'm pressing copy, it's not letting me copy and paste it. This is so stupid. Invite people, copy. And then I go to copy and I go to paste it and it says hidden use copy button. Like, look at this. Here, I'm going to send it in the chat real quick. This is what... That's what it's... when I press the copy the invite link, that is what it's giving me. It's not letting me... They need some germ clown emojis. Invite me to server. I got you. Okay, I'll invite you and then see if you can come up with the invite link. Invite people. Where are you at? Okay, send an invite to you. Oh, I can also invite myself. I have 2 Discord accounts, so I can invite myself. Cfi says hello. What's up? It's okay, Jeremy, if you don't want me to join. Click where it says copy. I clicked the copy. I clicked where it said copy and it didn't do it. Give invite code. Okay, I'm gonna invite myself, my own second account, and see if that will send me the link. But I think it's because I'm on streamer mode on Discord, so it's hiding all my stuff, if that makes sense. Okay. Here's the link. I got it. Okay. There's the Discord. You guys can join that. Must be OBS or whatever protecting you. Yeah, I guess. I think it's streamer mode on Discord, but still, it says just copy it and it'll go. Okay, so I've pinned that message in the chat. That's the Discord. I don't know what my goals are for the Discord. I don't know what my plans are for the Discord. I don't know anything what's going on at all. Maybe this Discord is going to be shit. I don't know. I just want to use it as a way to hopefully interact with you guys. I would love to talk investing ideas. I would love to, like I said, get trade up ideas, get all that stuff. I want to definitely mute this channel until I turn it back on. I don't really want people to be able to put stuff in here either, right? We don't want anybody to put stuff in here. Permissions, integrations, permissions, advanced permissions. Everyone can send messages. No. Okay, there. Now I don't think people will be able to send messages into there. Oh, why is it sending all the join people to the general? That's not what I want. What the fuck? So people can put messages in like all the different stuff. So there's a lot of editing on here that needs to be made. That's pretty funny. Edit channel, permissions, send messages off on there, save, announcements, edit channel, send messages on there. Okay, so for that it's off, but for some of the other ones it's not off. You're gonna have to play around with the roles. Yeah, no, I know. I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with this stuff. I just made this and I just wanted it to be ready to go. Okay, so general. Why is all the people who join, why is that being sent to general? That's definitely not what I want. But whatever. It's okay. All right, so we need to get back on track. But anyway, we have the Discord now. If people want to talk in here, they can. It's great. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. I would love to be able to have an investing community. I would love people to, yeah, I know. General tries to block for us to use. Yeah, I just added it back. I added it back. But yeah, anyway, we're getting back on track. We need to figure out the best Armory investments, but I just want to let you guys know we do have that Discord now. I'm going to talk about that in videos. I want to create, obviously, an investing community. I want people to be able to share investing ideas. I want to be able to share trade up ideas. I want to be able to share, profitable unboxings, video ideas, all that good stuff. I want, also I want to have it as a place where people can come hit me up for cash trading, because obviously I want to evolve and level up my cash trading business in 2025. So I want people to, be able to hit me up there if they're looking to sell any of their items. We can get deals done. I want to be able to share, my sponsored codes with people in Discord. I don't know. Overall, obviously, I think having a Discord is a good idea. So it's something I'll be looking to do. If people have trade offers, if people want to cash trade with me, whatever, we can get all that done. Like I said, I don't know shit about Discord. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll need, moderation, everything like that. But hopefully people will be cool. Hopefully people won't be too weird. We'll figure that all out. I don't know. Back on track. Back on topic. Join the Discord if you want to. Desert Eagle or Armory Revolver Desert Brush in field tested. From February 21st, 2022. This thing is up 1,400%. In minimal wear. Give me mod, I'll fix your server. We'll figure it all out. We'll get there. In the server, I don't want the welcome messages. I don't want that to be sent in the general chat. Okay, Desert Brush minimal wear went up 665%. And these in factory new went up 650%. So again, for the Desert Brush, the R8 Revolver, this is a low tier skin. I never remember the names of this shit. This is a consumer grade skin in the Dust 2 collection. The field tested was the best. Field tested outperformed minimal wear and factory new. But what's interesting is, again, you would have been better off buying the Desert Brush even in minimal wear or even in factory new than buying the Gold Arabesque. Now, I don't know what the Gold Arabesque prices were. We'll have to go to Steam, I guess, to find Gold Arabesque prices. AK-47 Gold Arabesque factory new Steam. I have no idea what the Arabesque for factory new at this time was. I wasn't playing CS2 at this time. We can look at lifetime. So these were selling for, $1,800, $1,900 in factory new. What is an Arabesque worth today? 1,800 in September of 2021. If we go to float, this won't give us the full picture because float prices are obviously going to be less than Steam, so it's not even a fair comparison. We can look at factory new, lowest price, and it's like 2,700. So I think if you add like 30%. So if we times it by 1.3, 3,500. So it's about doubled. Is my rough estimation is that the Gold Arabesque and factory new has about doubled since the end of the Operation Riptide. You would have been, again, better off with the R8 Revolver Desert Brush by a lot. These have gone up in field tested, have gone up 1,500%. One thing, again, you do have to worry about with these is how liquid are they? Are you able to sell them all? Are you able to sell them all without crashing the markets? It might take some time where, if you have a Gold Arabesque, you just have to sell one. Now, hey, the Gold Arabesque isn't the most liquid item in the world either. I've owned some Gold Arabesque. They take some time to sell. You're not even always able to get your full money for them or whatever. But again, if you bought however many Desert Brushes you have to buy to equal one Arabesque, which is going to be something insane. It's going to be 1,800 divided by 74 cents, divided by 0.74. You'd have to buy 2,400 Desert Brushes to invest the same amount of money. So you'd also have to add like $10 for storage fees and stuff like that. But you would have made a lot more profit. And then also you'd have to sell those 2,400, which, again, how easy or hard would that be? I don't necessarily know. I don't exactly know. Is buying field tested pink skins from the Armor collection the best idea, chat? That's what we're trying to figure out. But what other options do we have in this thing? We have the pinks as well. We can look at the UMP 45 Fade and the SSG Death Strike. How did they do? Need to close some of these tabs. We have the UMP 45 Fade. That's what it's called, right? UMP 45 Fade. I literally have typed in UMP 45 Fade. Okay, we have factory new and minimal wear. And then we have the Death Strike in all of these wares that we can look at. UMP 45 in factory new, February 21st of 2022. This is up 174%. So this has not been that good. Pretty meh. UMP 45 minimal wear. This is a super liquid skin, so this is not necessarily something I would recommend that much. Yeah, that's trash. Fade skins are usually float caps, so that's not even something that really matters. So the UMP 45 was not that great. We have these, which are February 21st of 2022. These are up 200%. Not that crazy. Those might be float capped as well with how liquid that was. I don't know for sure, but that's just my guess. Death Strike might be... Okay, Death Strike did not do good. Man, that's really trash. Minimal wear. 130%. That's not that great either. I would also assume, are people doing a ton of trade ups into the Gold Arabesque, you know? That's something fair to ask here. Death Strike and Field Test has not done good. So this was an instance where even though the Gold Arabesque is really cool, it doesn't seem like the pinks were that great. It doesn't really seem like the Dust 2 collection in general is all that great. Yes, the consumer grade skins from the Dust 2 collection were really great, but you could get them for so cheap. You could get them for like 4 cents and stuff like that. And in the Armory, there's not going to be any skins that you can get for 4 cents. One, the Armory doesn't have any consumer grade skins. I believe it starts out as industrial grade, or does it start off as mil spec? I don't even know. Industrial grade, I think. But what's the lowest rarity here? Yeah, industrial grade. So there's not anything you're going to be able to get for 4 cents. That's also going to change things a little bit as well. Let's take a look at one more, I guess, of the Operation Riptide collections, and then we can start to look at some of the other stuff. So does Vertigo have cheap skins? Because I know I don't want to look at Mirage because Mirage has the Desert Hydra. And the Desert Hydra is another one that's going to be really expensive and it's not going to show on Steam. So what if we look at the Vertigo 2021 collection, which is up here, I guess. Let me take a look at if the fucking Discord is exploding yet or not. AK-47 Be the Monster. This guy pulled a Be the Monster from... This is cool. Yeah, I actually really like this. You guys are sharing your stuff in the Discord. This guy said he pulled an AK-47 Be the Monster. This guy showed a Donk Gold from the Champion Shanghai. First unboxed knife 6 months ago is a Karambit Gamma Doppler. That's sick. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I actually like this. We do have the general chat. Definitely slowing down as far as people joining it and everything. Okay, so I should just call this the welcome. I should change this to edit channel. This is the... this is new members. There we go. This makes sense. I'm going to change this to new members. I'm going to change permissions to off. You can't send messages. And then we're just going to start a new chat called general, which is going to be the real general. There we go. All right, I fixed it. I think I just saved the Discord. Hate when someone's in washroom and have to go bad. Okay, I mean, do you have more than one bathroom in your house? Rule number 1 is subscribe. There we go. Okay, the new general chat exists. Gun Killer is just chilling in the lounge by himself. I don't know what he's doing, but he's there. Okay. Should I sell Dong Talo Champion Sticker now or hold? I would sell it. That's not something that I would be holding on to, but whatever. Here we go with the Imminent Danger. Is Imminent Danger's another one that's going to be too expensive as well? Yeah, Imminent Danger is another one that's probably going to be too expensive. We had some sales data. So Imminent Danger has just not even been a good investment at all. But from the Train Collection, again, I think we've already looked at this, where we had... Does the Train Collection have any good skins in the consumer grade? No. Does the Mirage have any good skins in the consumer grade? Because that's something we could maybe draw some conclusions from. Not really. Not really. Okay, so I don't know. I think that's pretty much all we can figure out from Operation Riptide. Like I said, I don't love Operation Riptide because it doesn't have any of the normal collections. But what does is Operation Broken Fang. They have, you know, the Havoc collection. They have the Control collection. Okay, I forgot. Somebody else did say to take a look at the skins from the Operation Riptide case. Riptide, is it a collection? How do you look at the skins from the Operation Riptide case? You just have to go to the case, I guess. Operation Riptide case. Okay, so this is one more thing we can look at because this is maybe something we can compare to the gallery case skins, which I guess we'll pull up as well. Gallery case skins, to see if there was any money to be made by investing in the skins in you know, the actual the skins inside the cases, inside the discontinued cases. So we can see the AK-47 Elite Museo. But these skins aren't as cool. I feel like Operation Riptide doesn't even have that great of skins. We can also look at the Desert Eagle Ocean Drive. Elite Museo, Ocean Drive. And then we can go to the lower tier stuff as well. Any good stuff down here? Not really. USP Black Lotus. And then we can look at something like, what's the cheapest? The PP Bison Lumen. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at PP Bison Lumen in all these different wares. And we're going to look at USP Black Lotus in all these different wares. And hopefully be able to draw some conclusions here. Okay, so Elite Museo. How did these do? Elite Museo, as a not even that good looking skin, top skin in the discontinued case, this went up 120% in about 3 years, which again, that's good returns. If you bought a bunch of Elite Museos, you made money, which is not bad because there's a ton of people out there in CS investing who are not making money. There's people who invested in Paris, people who invested in Shanghai, people who invested in Copenhagen, people who invested in patches at the top, people who invested in agents at the top, whatever. There's people not making money in CS2 investing. That's just a fact. So, not only by buying Elite Museos at the end of the operation did you make money, you made a lot of money. You doubled your money in 3 years. That's amazing. That's insane. That's impressive. If you put in $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, you could have put in $10,000 into Elite Museos. You'd have had $20,000 in just 3 years. That's awesome. That's great. This is fine. This is not a bad investment. What about the Desert Eagle Ocean Drive in factory new? From February 21st, 2022 to then 75%. Now this is not as good. This was not as great. This was maybe not the way to go. Elite Museo did good. Ocean Drive still did fine. You're still up 75% in 3 years. That's nothing to scoff at. That's nothing bad. But what about the low tier? What about the, what is this called? I can't ever remember the name. This is mil specs from Operation Riptide case. I'm going to assume that these did a lot better. I'm going to assume that there was a lot of money to be made here. These are up in factory new 474% in 3 years. What about in minimal wear? Looks even better. 585% in minimal wear. What about field tested? From what we've seen so far, field tested should be the best. If our, data is telling us the truth, 888%. Now, what is interesting here is that the PP Bison Lumen being up 888% is still insane, but this is actually worse than the collection. So you'd have been better off investing in the collection field tested than in the discontinued case field tested. But also, Operation Riptide case is not a case that has a ton of great skins that people might be as interested in trading up to, but also it seemed like the factory new and minimal wear actually did a little bit better. But the field tested, which was the best option in the collections, didn't do as good in these. And well worn and battle scarred, I'm not really that as interested in, but we can look at it real quick just since we're already here. This is up 663%, a little bit worse. Well worn, not better. And then this is 606%. Again, not as crazy. We can now look at the Black Lotus and factory new. Again, this is another mil spec skin, but this one has a little bit more genuine demand. This is more of a better play skin. This is up 281%. Now, this is really crazy. You could have got a really, really nice looking play skin USP and still made 281% on factory new in this time. So this is actually pretty crazy. Now, what about the other wares? Again, in theory, these should be a little bit better returns from what we found so far. 250% minimal wear, not really that much better. Field tested, not really that much better. Well worn, not really that much better. And then battle scarred, looks not that great either. Battle Squad has done pretty bad. So we have now seen another data point that is pointing in the direction. Yeah, play skins will go up less. But there is some advantages to investing in play skins that some people just like playing the game and some people like owning skins. That you could have owned a play skin that still went up 250% in 3 years. That's still pretty insane. Harder to use as an investment, yes, for sure, but you still could have made a lot of money. According to SteamDB, we should have 75% discount soon and maybe new agents. How are you getting that based off SteamDB? SteamDB tweeted that out, or what do you mean? But yeah, new agents should be coming soon. Yeah, easier to sell, yes, for sure. Easier to sell, yes. But I think trade-ups are popular enough, especially if they're profitable, that you still wouldn't have a ton of... SteamDB. I thought you were talking about FloatDB. Okay, SteamDB. Yeah. That makes sense. So, again, we found another data point that says the lowest grade random shit skin in field tested was the best investment to make from Operation Riptide. Case. But now let's get into some non-map collections. Let's get into the Control and the Havoc collection, which again, I think is going to be a little bit more akin to something we see in the Armory, like the Graphic collection or like the Sport and Field collection, because those are not tied to a map and those don't have souvenir skins, which my hypothesis would be that makes them even better. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe it is. I don't know. Because I've learned a lot of new stuff today. Stuff that I didn't necessarily know was true or whatever. Havoc collection and Control collection. So again, this would mean if I was going to be looking to invest in gallery case skins, that I would be investing in M249 Hypnosis field tested. I would be investing in MP5SD Statics field tested. I would be investing in Scar 20 Trailblazer field tested. I don't know. What in that picture you said? I see the picture you sent in the Discord, but what about that picture shows us that we could be getting agents and stuff? That's what I don't understand necessarily. And nothing. We have no idea if new agents are coming or not. Yeah, I know. I know that the people said that one of the things we could be getting is new patches soon. I know that was hinted at in some of the files or whatever, but we'll have to wait and see. Doppler slippers are incoming. Hey, if Doppler slippers come out, I will be investing. They changed a bunch of agent clothing. Oh, my back is starting to hurt from leaning too far forward. Okay, we'll probably, I don't know. Limited edition Jordans, shrug. Who knows? Okay, let's look at the Havoc and Control collections. Now, the Control collection to me is pretty sick because I love the blue phosphor. I do think that the M4A1S fade coming out does hurt the blue phosphor for sure, because the fade honestly might be better than the blue phosphor. For a while, I was saying the blue phosphor was one of my favorite skins in the entire game. But now that I've used an M4A1S fade, it's pretty damn cool as well. And it's definitely new competition for the blue phosphor. Havoc collection, not as cool to me. AK X-Ray, Op Silk Tiger, not as cool. Control collection with the Op Fade, the blue phosphor, USPS target acquired, a lot cooler. So let's take a look at how a collection, this is from Broken Fang. So I also need to figure out what the end date for Broken Fang was. Operation Broken Fang end date. May 3rd of 2021 is the Operation Broken Fang end date. So, how did you do investing in op fades from the end of Operation Broken Fang? What did I say? May 3rd until now. From May 3rd until now, these prices are down. That's pretty crazy. And this is something you have to keep in mind, that it's possible to lose money investing in some of this stuff. This is what I might be a little bit worried about as far as the Desert Eagle heat treated. And I know a lot of people are talking about Desert Eagle Heat Treated right now. I know it's a limited edition item. I know that people are hyped up and excited, but so many of the Desert Eagle Heat Treateds look so shit. And the ones that don't look shit, like the Tier 1 Blue Gems, are being so pumped and so hyped right now by so many people on Twitter, by so many people all over the place. It's possible to lose money on some of these items, even items that are discontinued, even items that are limited edition, all that stuff. Now, I know people are saying, oh, Desert Eagle Heat Treated, it's limited edition, whatever. For all intents and purposes, the Op Fade is also limited edition. There's none of these dropping anymore. There's none of these being created. There's none of these coming out. And the prices have gone down because they were just too high and there's not enough demand. Now, is there going to be enough demand for Desert Eagle Heat Treated Blue Gems? I don't know. I think there's a lot of artificial demand for them right now by investors and by people trying to pump them up. It's possible the demand could stay high. It's possible they could make money, but you have to understand it's possible that they could lose money as well. You also have to think about the 1-year ban for people who farm stars. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to affect too much. I think Valve cracked down on the people who farm stars soon enough that they didn't create enough items to really impact the market meaningfully. If, that was something that was around for a long time, it could affect the markets meaningfully. I don't think that's going to affect the markets very meaningfully. I don't think that people farmed enough items or enough stars. It's not like somebody's sitting out there with 100,000 Desert Eagle Heat Treaters that they farmed. I don't think that's the case. If you remember, that was an issue, yes, but they banned those people actually pretty quickly because it got so publicized and so many people were live streaming it, stupidly and stuff like that. That's not really something that I'm worried about. So, if you invested in the Op Fade, you've lost money. That's pretty fucking disgusting. That's pretty insane, but that's the truth. That's what's happened. Now, if we look at the M4A1S Blue Phosphor, now it's also interesting that both of these items are float capped. And I don't know how that's going to affect stuff, but the M4 Fade and the M4 Blue Phosphor both float capped. I'm assuming that affects, all this stuff somehow. Don't really know how, but whatever. May 3rd, 2021. Blue Phosphor is up 193%, but what you have to keep in mind in the Blue Phosphor is that a lot of these gains were because of CS2. Now, obviously, all the items have been affected by CS2. All the market has been affected by CS2. More players came in, more money came in, CS2 investing became a bigger thing. A lot of prices increased because of the CS2 hype and popularity. But the Blue Phosphor was one of the ones that was impacted the most because the lighting changes was actually a huge buff to the Blue Phosphor, and it made it go from a pretty cool skin to one of the coolest skins in the game. So, you can see here that at the end of the operation, it was $286. Now, a year later, it was $310. Not that much of an increase. And then, even right before CS2 came out, it was $263. Prices were actually down. And then it explodes with the CS2 update. So, this is something that we can't necessarily take as many conclusions from, but if you did invest in a Blue Phosphor, you're up 193% with an asterisk by it. What about the USPS target acquired? Here we have a bunch of different wares, so that's good. At least that's more data points. We got to go back to May 3rd. And this looks like another one that's down. If you invest in the target acquired at the very end of the operation, these prices are down, which is crazy. So there was a lot of ways to actually lose money during Operation Broken Fang, even though it's been 3 years. Going on 4 years since this operation ended. That's pretty sick. And that should open your eyes a little bit to the Armory. And maybe it's not as much free money as some people would lead you to believe or some people would think for all the skins. The M4A1S Fade, it's not necessarily that you're going to profit off of buying those 3, 4, 5 years from now. Buying the CMYK, it's not necessarily that you're going to make profit. Buying the Be the Mantra, it's not necessarily that you're going to make profit. Now, some of the things have made profit, but not all of them. But what we can take a look at is obviously, once again, these lower tier skins. We can take a look at the consumer grade skins from the Control Collection, which I know have done insanely well because we have something like the MP9 Army Sheen, where we can look up the CZ Jungle Dashed, and we can go from there. Army Sheen is float capped, I guess. Yes, we talked about that already. And then we have CZ75 Jungle. What the fuck was it called? I thought it was called Jungle Dashed. Yeah. Oh, CZ75 Auto Jungle Dash. My bad. So stupid. And we have those in all of the different wares. So I know MP9 Army Sheen is something a lot of people talk about. I know when Nalo was like actively posting videos and stuff, this is something he talked about all the time as like one of his potential favorite investments. And let's see what these bad boys have been doing. From May 3rd of 2021 until now, you have the MP9 Armory Sheen and Factory New up 376%. Again, this outperformed all the top skins we saw in this set. We have the MP9 Armory Sheen and Field Tested from May 3rd of 2021 until now, up 674%. So again, these did good, but these didn't do as good as the skins that we saw from the what was the first one we looked at? The whatever collection we looked at from Operation Riptide. I don't even remember at this point. The Train Collection. This did not do as good as some of those Train Collection skins. But then we also have the MP9 Army Sheen and Minimal Wear. Which is up 733%. Still, again, very, very insane gains. What about the CZ75 Auto Jungle Dashed? Uh, 106% factory new, so not as good. That's actually pretty shit compared to the other opportunities you had at this time. Opportunity cost, obviously a huge thing. 11 cents to 96, so this was up 770% at the Jungle Dash and Battle Scarred. Well worn. 805%, it's pretty good. Field tested. Again, what we're looking for is like 1,000% or like 11%. That's what the Operation Riptide stuff was doing. 760%. $733%. And then finally in factory new. Oh, no, this is something different. What the fuck? Oh, we already looked at it in factory new? Okay, yeah, we already looked at it in factory new. Okay, so that's interesting. And then I guess, yeah, field tested definitely seems to be the sweet spot, especially between demand, liquidity, and price potential. And then finally, we can look at the Havoc collection to also see how this stuff is doing. And then I think, we should hopefully have enough data to draw. I think we already, kind of know where this is all heading to draw some conclusions about what will be the best investments in the Armory. Oh, do you think it's too early to be holding 0.005 and below mil-spec items from Overpass 2024 and graphic design collections? No. I don't think it's too early. I think anytime you can get that stuff, I think you should just, if you think that stuff's good, if that's what you believe in the most, I think you should just continue buying it. I think you should buy it now. I think you should buy it next week. I think you should buy it next month. I think you should just keep buying it until the Armory is discontinued. You'll get some bad prices, you'll get some good prices, but if that's what you think is the most, just buy it always. My investing philosophy is buy the good stuff always. Don't try and time the markets. Don't try and, min-max that stuff. Just whatever you believe in the most, buy it. Buy it, buy some more of it, buy some more of it, buy some more of it. Take a little bit of your paycheck every week or every month or every 2 weeks or whatever and buy some of what you believe is best. If that's what you think is the best stuff, keep buying it. It'll go up, it'll go down, you'll buy the top, you'll buy the bottom, you'll end up with a good price, you'll end up with a lot of inventory, and then you'll make money. That's what I would do. Well, if you come up with any good trade-ups, let me know. And this goes for anybody. If anybody has any good profitable trade-ups or any good trade-up ideas or whatever, hit me up on Discord. Let me know in the Discord. I want to make a trade-ups video. Whatever your favorite trade-ups are, whatever the most profitable trade-ups you can find are, whatever some sick trade-ups are, whatever. Obviously, don't send me trade-ups that you want to do, because if I make a video about them, they're probably going to become unprofitable very fast. But if somebody wants to help come up with trade-up ideas or whatever, I want to make videos about trading ups and trade ups in 2025, and I would love help with that content and everything. So if anyone who likes making trade ups or does trade ups or knows a lot about them or whatever, I know I use Trade Up Spy right now, but still I'm trying to fuck around with it so much and I can't even figure it all out. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm gonna make my own video coming up with my own trade ups, but I don't know for Trade Up Spy. I don't always know exactly what floats I need to. That's my issue right now. It's like I can. When I'm coming up with a minimal wear to factory new trade up or a field tested a minimal wear trade up, I don't know exactly what floats I need to type in, and it just, I don't know. So it gets really frustrating and annoying. So if anyone has help with that or has ideas for that or has trade ups or whatever, let me know. Most of the popular trade ups are case skins. Yeah, I know that like I need to be looking at fracture collection or like dreams and nightmares or whatever, but I just don't always know the floats. Can Def help me with that stuff? Yeah, I would appreciate it a ton. I've been watching a ton of Tech Savvy's content, and I'm learning a ton. From what I've learned, no, I just use TradeUpSpy. I know, but TradeUpSpy doesn't make the trade-ups for you. Like I said, I understand that to do a profitable minimal wear trade-up, you need, low float minimal wear. It's going to trade up into factory new, but for every skin and all the different stuff, sometimes it's like a different float you need and blah, 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 blah. And that's the stuff that I don't even know how to come up with that number except for randomly typing in numbers over and over again. That gets really tedious and time consuming. So that's the stuff I'm looking for help for. That's stuff I want to figure out. That's stuff I want to make content about in 2025. I'm just letting you know. Okay, back to this. Havoc collection. We have the X-Ray, Silk Tiger, Hot Snakes, and then we have stuff down here. What about collecting stars and waiting for the armory to rotate and then investing all the stars to flip skins fast? I think that is not the best idea because I think armory is so profitable right now that it doesn't make sense to just not redeem them for the super profitable stuff. And again, when new stuff comes out, just buy more armory passes then and just have stars in the future. And we don't know when armory is going to be rotated out. So if you are just always buying passes and always farming stars, when armory does get rotated out, you will still have stars to do that stuff with. No, I know. All collections are different. Sometimes you need very low floats, some other normal floats. I'm saying I need help with how do you know which floats to use when? Or how do you calculate the number? How do you come up with it? That's what I'm asking. That's what I don't know. Do you think elemental stickers have higher potential than character stickers? Yes. I think elemental stickers I think are way cooler. When Armory first dropped, Anomaly made a video like, oh, character stickers are so funny and cool because people are going to make all these goofy crafts. And I was like, no, people aren't going to make fucking goofy crafts with some fucking clown nose or whatever. People are going to make cool looking crafts with all the elemental shit that's going on. Those are going to be way better. I can't believe Anomaly was saying that stuff. I think you're just trying to be like this goofy ass dude or whatever. Yeah, Elemental I think is way better. Elemental is way, way, way better. It's going to be used for crafts. It's going to be applied. I think Elemental is way better. And I think Elemental stickers are actually a good investment. And we'll talk about that. That's another thing we can look into is how stickers have done from some of these past operations. But I think Elemental craft stickers are going to be really, really good. No, symbol. I know that you can use a trade-up calculator to get materials, and I know you can go from minimal, or you can go from field tested to minimal wear if you have the right float. My question is, how do you come up with the right float? What is that right float number? I know sometimes it's like 0.0875. I know sometimes it's 0.375. Whatever. Like I know some of the numbers, but for all the trade-ups, it's a different number. And I'm saying, how do you come up with that number, or what's the best way to try and figure out what that number is, or whatever? That's what I'm saying. I get it that you can go from minimal wear to factory new. I get it that you can go from field tested to minimal wear with low floats, but that low float number is always different. And I'm just trying to figure out how to come up with those numbers to be able to do the trade-ups faster and easier, whatever. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's look at the Havoc collection. The number is the averages. The averages of No. I know the number is the averages. I get that. But I'm saying, like, when you look at a trade up, it's like, okay, you need 10 fracture minimal wears under 0.0875. And I know that 0.0875 is the average of the 10 things you have. I'm saying, how do they come up with that 0.0875? Because then I saw another video today that's like, oh, you need 10 skins that are under 0.082222. Sometimes it's you need under 0.07999999. Like, that's the thing that I'm wondering about. That's what I'm asking about. People got bags of factory new Desert Eagle heat treated blue gems. People are not sleeping on it. It's overhyped. I think I agree with that. I think I agree that Desert Eagle heat treated blue gems are overhyped, overpumped, overrated right now. I do think I tend to agree with that. Okay. Havoc collection. Let's look at this. My mouth is starting to get dry. My throat is starting to hurt. We've been talking for so long. Havoc collection. AK-47 X-Ray. Let's do it. I want to close all these tabs also. I have like 75 tabs open. Okay. AK-47 X-Ray. That's what she said. You're so stupid. May 3rd, 2021. These are down, but this is from December of 2024. I think that's why there are not so many vids about it. It's not so widely known because it takes either a lot of time crunching numbers and an algorithm like Tech Savvy and Sparkles did in the D-Lore video. Yeah, I know. It's only worth it if you have the number 1 heat treated or top 10 floats. Skins have different min-max floats. Field tested equals 0.38, min award 0.15. To get field tested average skin float needs to be average 0.15 or something like that. Traded for hard to describe. Yeah, it's different than that though. Because it's not. It's actually more complicated than even that. I think is my understanding. Because I have some trade ups. I've come up with some trade ups. I've created some profitable trade ups. I can do it. We can go on Trade Up Spy after this. I can show you that I know a little bit about it. Like I said, I've watched a lot of the tech savvy videos and stuff. I just have a couple things that I'm still missing. I'm close though. I'm close. So it looks like X-Ray has been a pretty shit investment. I mean, from what I'm seeing right here, which I kind of already knew. Yeah, X-Ray is just kind of down across the board. What budget skins do you recommend investing in? It depends what your budget is. Depends how much money you have. Depends how much money you've saved up. Depends on how much money you want to invest. You know, if you have $10 or if you have $10,000, obviously the investment recommendations could be different. But at the end of the day, it's all about the percentage gains. So it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. Havoc collection. What the fuck? Havoc collection. Okay. X-Ray, shit investment. Op Silk Tiger. And this is what I worry about. Because the X-Ray, was a shit investment. It's like a bad looking AK that people didn't really give a shit about. Is this what's going to happen with the CMYK? Now, I don't hear too many people that are like, oh, I'm going to invest in the CMYK. Should I invest in CMYK or whatever? That's not really something I see out there. But CMYK definitely seems to be like the least desirable, like high tier skin from this. And I know some people are like, oh, well, there's not going to be very many CMYKs created because people are kind of sleeping on it, blah, 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 whatever. Well, now all of a sudden the graphic design collection is the most profitable. I think more and more people are actually starting to redeem it. But also, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because if your skin doesn't have demand, it looks like the prices just don't really do that well. Yeah, if there's no demand for the X-Ray and the investment's been shit. If there's no demand for the CMYK, is the investment going to be shit? I think it's very, very possible. But again, whatever. Let's go with the Op Silk Tiger. We can look at this at 3 different price points. I don't really think too many people are trading up into the X-Ray. CMYK is going to be similar to Imminent Danger. Imminent Danger, has Imminent Danger been a good investment? Imminent Danger hasn't been that good, right? There hasn't been that much profits off that. I don't know for sure, but... Okay, so same thing here with the Silk Tiger. You have lost money if you bought the Silk Tiger at the end of Operation Broken Fang. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good, which is crazy because, again, these are collection skins. These are collection operation skins, and you think if you held these for 3 or 4 years that you would have made money, but you're actually down. That's pretty disgusting. Even the CS2 boom wasn't enough to get these prices to all-time highs. So in the Havoc collection, X-Ray was shit, Silk Tiger was shit. What about the Mac 10 Hot Snakes? Which, again, you're seeing that if people don't care about the red, then the skins below it definitely do worse because there's not as much demand for trade-ups and everything like that. Yeah. Operation Collection reds need to be desirable. Otherwise, the trade-ups are going to suffer. Yeah, of course. Again, Hot Snakes has been shit. Since the X-Ray was shit. Since Silk Tiger was shit. Hot Snakes also shit. Which this is crazy. Again, this is something you held for like 3 or 4 years, and to still be down on it is so sad. And I hope that people haven't done a ton of investing in these, because man, you got crushed. And this is at a time where, you know, look at what Bitcoin's done in the last 3 or 4 years. Look at what stocks have done in the last 3 or 4 years. Look at what cases have done in the last 3 or 4 years. Look at what the fucking MP9 Army machine has done in the last 3 or 4 years. Look at what the UMP45 full stop has done in the last 4 years. And that's actually something we didn't talk about as well. I actually think it's pretty interesting, because if we go to this old train collection, or the 2021 train collection, and we look at the UMP45 full stop, this is a blue. And I want to look at the prices, because this is something we're going to have to compare to the prices we see today. UMP45 full stop in field tested, you could get for 11 cents at the end of this thing, and now it's up 1,000%. We're gonna have to compare to what prices we're seeing for that stuff today. But I think this is interesting because, again, the mil spec being the lowest rarity, that's what we're seeing in the Armory right now. So I think this is actually a really, really good comparison of us seeing, you know, mil spec as the lowest rarity in the train collection as well. So all these Havoc collection skins did shit, but did the lower tier ones do okay? Even though the top tier was all skins that nobody cared about at all, did that trickle down and make these bad investments as well? That's what we'll have to see. The M249 Predator, the lowest price here that we have. We can look at field tested, minimal wear, and factory new to see. So if your collection does not have desirable reds or desirable pinks, how does that impact the trade-up fodder in those collections? These still did well. That's what's crazy. Even in an undesirable collection, these still did well. Now, they did a lot less good. You know, some of the other stuff we saw from collections that had desirable high-tier skins, we saw 1,000% gains. We saw 700% gains. These only had 350. So these are much worse. But still, if you made 350% gains in 3 years, you wouldn't be complaining. You wouldn't be sad. You wouldn't be upset. Minimum wear up 197%. These have still doubled. A factory new M249 Predator was literally a better investment than so many of the collection skins we've looked at. Better than the Op Fade. Better than the Op Silk Tiger. Better than whatever. That's pretty crazy. We're also talking about 3 years. Yeah, I know. And this is doubled in 3 years. That's crazy. That's good. Now, yes, again, there was better options. Some stuff went up 700%. Some stuff went up 1,000% in this time. Pretty crazy. So, this does lead us to some of the things that we've learned about for these things. Now, again, we have to find out what the prices are for some of this stuff. We can look at the Negev wall bang, I guess. In field tested. And see that right now it's about 21 cents. Now again, this UMP45 full stop, this was 11 cents. So you're paying almost double right now, at least. I don't know if these prices are going to go up or down. Right now, these are actually on a downward trend. And again, in 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I don't know what these prices are going to be. We can look at the UMP45 full stop and see that at one point these were 13. They went down to like 7, 8, and they kind of went back up. If you got these at 7 or 8, you were even able to do better, obviously. Population, that's actually a good point. Okay, so let's go back to Dust 2 real quick. Let's go back to the Dust 2 click. Did we look at the low tier skins in the Dust 2? Or no, let's look at Mirage. Let's look at Mirage, because I know Mirage is still even actively, happening. But people love the Desert Hydra. So let's look at what some of these Mirage skins have done. Let's look at, what's the cheapest thing here? SSG08 Prey. Okay, let's do that. Let's look at SSG08 Prey. Because this will show us what a super high demand, highly created skin, what the trade up fodder still does. These are up 1,000%. Yeah. So really, demand is the number one thing. which means, to me at least, that the Sport and Field collection would have to be the place to go. And the graphic design collection would be absolutely the place to stay away from. Now, I had some people in my stream yesterday saying that they were going to be investing in the Desert Eagle Tilted because, I know, 1,000% is crazy. And again, that's in 3 years. They're like, maybe 4 years, I guess. No, 3 years. 3 years. It's from February of 2022. Some people were saying they were going to be investing in the Desert Eagle Tilted because it's a cheap Desert Eagle skin. It's a play skin, all that stuff. But again, from what we found, play skin is bad, which would mean Desert Eagle Tilted, Wash Me Please. Those are not the ways that we would necessarily be going. Ah, dude, this is what's crazy too. Okay, so in the train collection, the lowest tier was mil spec. And in these, the lowest tier is actually industrial grade. So comparing the UMP45, that's not even a good comparison because this is a mil spec. And these are industrial grade. Yeah, this is a mil spec. And this was 11 cents for a mil spec. And now you're paying double the price for an industrial grade. Does that matter? Is that going to affect things? Does that really, really hurt? Does that really, really hurt the prices? That's what I don't know. Dude, this is all so interesting. There's so many layers to this. This, like, literally, this, like, has my brain spinning so much. I would do graphic and Sport and Field. Defo gonna affect things. Yeah, I know. How much is it gonna cut into the gains? The only good thing is that there's so much gains to be cut into. Again, we're previously talking about 1,000% profit. There's so much of that gain to be cut into. There's so much of those gains to be cut into that it's okay, I think. But this guy said, "Thanks for your valuable input, Luis. Repeat it again just in case." So funny. Luis is also right now comparing the Desert Eagle heat treated blue gem to an AK-47 case hardened blue gem. So that I think tells you enough about where he's at in terms of his like overall thought process and stuff. The Desert Eagle heat treated blue gems are nothing compared to an AK-47 case hardened blue gem, but that's so fucking funny to even make that comparison. He said, Luis is saying, oh my god, Luis just cracked the code. He just said an AK-47 case hardened blue gem is 1.5 million. So the Desert Eagle heat treated blue gems, they must be 1 million too? Or what are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? Like, also the case hardened, oh my gosh, I don't even get me started. I don't know. We're getting derailed. Luis can corner the Desert Eagle heat treated market. It's all yours, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. Go crazy. He's trying to sell his 490 for, if anyone wants to buy it for 1.49 million, Luis has a deal for you. But yeah, so this is actually really, really interesting. But this is the Overpass collection. Something like the Negev Wallbang, 21 cents. Graphic design collection, again, I would probably be staying away from this. And these are even more expensive right now, which is so weird. But are the Sport and Field collection, are the Sport and Field collection lower tier skins, are they pumped up? Are they the most expensive? Because that would make that bad as well. Don't lose hair over this, man. I'm going to try not to. This is weird. These are actually cheaper than the graphic design collection. That does not make sense. That does not make sense that the Sport and Field collection would be cheaper, which makes these even better. So, again, some people were talking about the olive polycam being a good investment because, one, it's in the Sport and Field collection as trade-up fodder, which means it's going to eventually trade up in the M4A1S Fade, which is a good thing. That's good. But also the fact that it's a play skin, again, it seems like that means it's bad. It seems like that's not good. Luis is just trying to sell his Deagle. Yeah, Luis, buy all the Deagle blue gems. It's cheaper because they're trying to get the fade so bad. No, but if they're trying to get the fade so bad, then these should be more expensive. That's what I'm saying. That it's weird that the graphic design collection light blues are cheaper or more expensive. Because here is a Negev Wallbang. This is the Overpass. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. No, but I was looking at the graphic design collection too. Okay, so this is Overpass. This is graphic design. We can pull up, what's the cheapest one? MP7 Astrolab. Oh, okay, okay, yes, yeah, that's why. That's why they have more supply. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Tiger tooth cheese gems. I don't know what the fuck those are. So few people actually sell them right now. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Riptide Surf Shop Foil Killer. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Blue Phosphor is way better than the Fade. Laugh my ass off. I like both of them a lot. I for the longest time, I was a Blue Phosphor, enjoyer, but I used the M4 Fade the other day, and it was really sick. I don't think you really understand how good rare blue gems are going to be. I guess I'm missing out then, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. 33 cents for the Astrolab. And then we need to look up what would I get in the Sport and Field collection. Sport and Field collection. The Savannah Halftone. This is probably what I would invest in, honestly. MP5 Savannah Halftone. In field tested. Oh, are these capped at field tested? That's got to be bad, right? Okay, somebody tell me that. Somebody tell me that. These are float capped at field tested. Does that make that better or worse for investing? Does anyone know? Yeah, I didn't know the MP5 was float capped. Does that make it better or worse? It's good? It's worse from a trade-up perspective. Okay, that's what I'm asking. From a trade-up perspective, does it make it better or worse to be capped? You can get low float field tests and they trade up as if they're factory new. That would make it better, right? Doesn't work for trade-ups. Okay, so that would make it worse. So if that's worse, let's say it's worse, then I would go for the FAMAS, right? The FAMAS half sleeve. I'm trusting you guys. I have no way to confirm or deny this. It's just field tested and trade up. Okay, whatever. Okay, this sucks. These have started going crazy. These are up 26% in the last month. This is probably what I want to start buying, honestly. Okay, FAMAS half sleeve, 25 cents. Astrolab, 33 cents. Negev Wallbang, 21 cents. So the lowest rarity... The lowest rarity from the Overpass collection, those are the cheapest. And then Sport and Field, and then Graphic, which is weird because what we've found out so far is that Graphic should, in theory, be the worst investment. Now, I do worry about the Overpass collection as far as investing because we're going to be getting souvenir passes or souvenir cases, whatever they're called, souvenir packages of Overpass at some point. But also, we looked at the Riptide collections, and the souvenir packages didn't really seem to affect them too much. I mean, they definitely affected them, but they didn't make them bad investments. Now, if those souvenir packages never existed, I'm certain that those Operation Riptide collection skins would have been even more profitable. But from what I've seen, it seems like those lowest tier skins in field tested would be overall a better investment than any of the reds or any of the pinks that we're going to find. But it does also seem like some of the pinks in field tested could still be good investments. Which would mean, here, the Glock 18 Axia in field tested or the Galil Rainbow Spoon in field tested could be okay. Did you get your hands on some charms and stickers? No, not yet. Germ, live stream gameplay to see how you play. No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at the game. I'm playing right now to farm Armory passes, but I'm so bad. So, again, overall, I think that the reds it seems like in all these different collections end up being very risky. Some of the reds end up doing really well. Glock 18 Gamma Doppler did insanely well. M4A4 Coalition even did pretty well. But some of the other collections we looked at, the reds really were not the best investments. Pinks seem like can be good investments. Pinks in field tested, some of them ended up being pretty good. The USPS whiteout in field tested ended up being a pretty strong investment. But what we have found is the most consistent way to make money from all these collections is buying the lowest tier rarity skins that nobody gives a fuck about at the cheapest prices in field tested. So I really think that that's what I'm going to be doing for the Armory. And I might even start doing it very, very soon. And I might even put a significant amount of money into this. Like I'm itching to put like, I don't know, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Like I put $10,000 into Paris and that ended up being an absolute fucking disaster, obviously. But that just shows, when I think I find a good investment, and hey, Paris didn't end up being a good investment, but when I think I find a good investment, I can really go hard and crazy on it. I can save up all my money for months and months and months. And obviously I need to start buying right now because, again, we don't know when this stuff's going to be removed or if it's going to be removed. I think, obviously, one way that these could blow up is if they're not removed or if they stay in so long that the prices do bad. It's going to be a hard time selling them. Yeah, but you just sell them over time. You don't need to sell them right away. You sell them over time. And if the trade-ups are desirable enough, like, M4A1S Fade, I think is always going to be a popular skin. I think it's always going to have desirable trade-ups. You can still, make money over time. Or you sell them to Germ. Yeah, true. This is fucking hilarious. Laura Williams says, what's your opinion on Deagle Blue Gems and their price in the final supply sits under 25K? And this guy says, Laura Williams, you should ask Luis, which is fucking hilarious. I love that. It's super funny. The pinks are really interesting. Because like I said, the USPS whiteout in field test, it did insanely well. And the good thing about the pinks is a lot of times the pinks look really good. And you can actually get a play skin that also does really good. If you had the USPS whiteout, that's a good looking skin that you could actually play with in game. And it made like 750% gains. If you're buying shit tier skins like the fucking M249 Spectrogram, you're not going to be using that as a play skin. That's not something you're actually going to get, real significant value out of as far as playing. But it's going to make a lot of money. But if you can find that middle ground of those pinks that make good money, you could have a really fun play skin and still make a lot of money. So Krakow, Dragon Snore, what do we have here? Starcade, Lil Pig is not really what I'm talking about with Starcade, Axia, Rainbow Spoon. These could be overall some play skins that you could also make some money off of. That could definitely be a real thing. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to make a video about this soon. I think I'm going to start buying some of this stuff soon. Part of this is I need to sell... Part of this, I think I might start selling all my old Paris stuff and trying to gather as much money as I can and then start buying some of this stuff. But yeah, to me, it really looks like the way to make money is to go with pinks and field tested or go for some industrial grade sport and fields. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing really, really soon. And I think that this stream today was really helpful in... has proven that the fundamentals of supply and demand is the most important aspect of any investment. Yes, for sure. You will look for low float field tested? No, any field tested. I'll buy all the field tested. Obviously, I would love to have low float field tested, but I would just buy any of them. One of the reasons why I bought into Paris is it was literally my first CS2 investment. I had never done CS2 investing before. And everyone was talking about Paris, and I saw that all the other stickers, in CS history had been profitable. So I was like, oh, I'll buy Paris. It's always been profitable. It's probably always going to be profitable. Even if Paris does have a crazy supply, all the other previous stickers and sticker sets have been insanely profitable. So maybe my Paris, I won't be able to make as much money, but I think there'll still be some money to be made. And yeah, I lived and learned from it. And it was my first ever CS2 investment. And yeah, I lost a lot of money on Paris, but maybe I can sell Paris at a loss and roll it over into Armory and make some money and get some of that money back. And also, Paris still at the end of the day was a net positive because my channel grew so much from Paris. People were so excited about Paris. People loved talking about Paris. People loved Paris discussions. I made tier lists. I made, different types of things. I showed my Paris investments. And, it's not like I pumped and dumped it. It's not like I, told a bunch of people to invest in Paris. They all lost a bunch of money and I made a bunch of money. Like, I lost money in Paris. I was right there with everyone else. But it did help grow my channel. So Paris will also always have, a meaningful place to me, for sure. And I do still think that at the end of the day, Paris stickers look really, really cool. I think there's a lot of great looking Paris stickers. That's what's a shame about it. Or you also make a loss to the Armory. No, hey, I've thought about that as well. It's very, very possible that I could lose money in the Armory as well. Yeah, at least we're in the golden era of crafts. So many cheap holos. Yeah, for sure. There's so many cheap, amazing looking borderless stickers out there. Somebody asked if I have any expensive stickers. Somebody asked if I have any expensive sticker investments, and yes, I do. I do have some expensive sticker investments. I don't know if they're in my inventory right now, is the only problem. I think I might have all just put them in a storage unit. You think the best thing to do is just buy cases? Yeah, no, I think cases are fine too. I think cases are going to do insanely well. That's something else we can look at real quick. Comparing discontinued cases to what we found out today. We can look at Operation Riptide. And we can look at Operation Broken Fang. Again, Operation Riptide from the end of the sale. This was February 21st. These are up 1,000%. So again, this is actually pretty funny. We were looking at some of those trade up skins, and we saw that 1,000% gains was really good. Well, guess what? The Operation Riptide case has gone up 1,000% too. And the Operation Riptide case outperformed a lot of those skins. Operation Riptide case has done better than the Glock 18 Gamma Doppler. Has done better than a lot of those other things. So maybe just gallery cases are the way to go. Maybe gallery cases are the best investment. You can get gallery cases for 75 cents right now. I don't know. What about Operation Broken Fang? These ended, I believe, on May 3rd of 2021. These are up 500%. Louis said, Germ, you know that video saying buy 1 Bitcoin? Yeah, I know that I can't remember the guy's name, but the black guy on YouTube that's like, hey, please buy 1 Bitcoin right now, I beg you. And then people, made a fuck ton of money. This guy says buy 1 heat treated blue gem factory new. It's gonna be the same thing as buying 1 Bitcoin in 2012 or whatever the fuck. That's hilarious. It's funny. I appreciate you, Louis. I think it's funny what you're saying. Cases and stickers are depreciating in supply all the time as long as you pick the right ones. Yes, but so are trade up fodder, which is why I love the fundamentals of trade up fodder. But yes, cases have been very good. Gallery case will have substantially higher supply. Still a solid investment, but getting a 10x same time as Riptide would take a lot longer. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, for sure. But also unboxing numbers are higher now than they used to be as well. Battlescarred Hollow is being slept on big time. I like the Battlescarred Hollow. I've actually been surprised that the Battlescarred Hollow is not more expensive, because I think the Battlescarred Hollow is a really cool sticker that has a lot of like application use cases and stuff like that. What is this from? Battlescarred is from Operation Broken Fang. And yeah, it hasn't been that great of an investment. It's up 23% since the end of Operation Broken Fang. So, not all stickers have done insanely well. But I think the Battlescarred paper, I want to say, has actually been a better investment. Why are Riptide case skins performing so poor, though? They're not. Operation Riptide case skins aren't performing so poor. We can look. I'll show you. The Battlescarred paper has been a much, much, much better investment. Battlescarred Hollow has been a bad investment, but the Battlescarred paper was actually in line with a lot of other stuff, which is also another thing that I think you should take away from this. If you are looking to invest in elemental stickers or some kind of stickers from the Armory, you should look at the cheaper stickers. Cheaper stuff from these things tend to do better for whatever reason. But we already looked at Riptide case skins, and we can see that they haven't done bad. Whoever said Riptide skins are doing bad, I don't think that's the case. We can look at, I can't remember what we looked at, but we have, what did we look at? Oh, we looked at the PP buys in Lumen. PP buys in Lumen and field tested. Yeah, Ocean Drive has been shit. That's awesome. Leap Muzio is doing okay, but look at this. Look at this. From February 21st until now, PP buys in Lumen's up 1,000%. There are some Operation Riptide case skins that are doing good. You just have to find the right ones. You know? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Buying into the low tier field tested stuff is a way to make money. It seems like that's what we figured out today. I mean, that's something a lot of people already knew, but I'm just saying, like, this is what we've confirmed today. What do you think of case investments right now? Should I sell every case now that they're at their peak in the past months and buy back if they go down? No. If you believe in something, you shouldn't try and time the market and buy and sell. One, it's just random. You probably can't time the market. You're probably going to, buy highs and sell lows. But also, you're going to be paying fees. CS is a thing with a lot of fees involved, and you don't want to be buying and selling all the time. If you think cases are good, keep buying cases. And I do think cases are good. And I think if you buy cases, you'll make money. What site is that? This is CSGO Stocks, csgostocks.de. Oh, dude, my stat-tracked M4 Spider Lily is doing super well. I bought it years ago. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. That kind of sounds sarcastic. That's funny. Also, I just want to say real quick, thank you guys so much. Then I'll buy more Snakebite. Yeah, I don't know if Snakebite's necessarily the best investment, but Snakebite's fine. I think if you buy a bunch of Snakebite, you'll make money. Dude, Snakebite cases are so cheap right now. Let's go to Float and look at Snakebite. Like, these are so cheap. 25 cents. This has gone up a little bit. These went up a lot recently. What the fuck? I just saw these the other day at 17 cents. 18 cents. It doesn't matter if cases are crowded. It really doesn't matter if cases are crowded. Cases have insane fundamentals. Cases have insane fundamentals. Cases are being unboxed. They're going down. They're not dropping. Like, cases have insane fundamentals. Even if everyone's investing in cases, that doesn't mean they can't be a good investment. But this is crazy. Snakebite cases I saw for 18 cents on Float a couple of days ago. You can see here that they were selling for 18 cents, which means buy orders were 17 cents, which buy orders for cases always fill. You could have gotten Snakebite cases about a week ago for 17 cents, and they're now 25 cents. That's like, I don't know, around a 50% increase. I do own a bunch of Snakebite cases at 19 cents, I believe. I bought these around a month or two ago. I made a video about it. Buying Snakebite cases for 19 cents. So, hey, I'm happy with this. But Snakebite cases, they keep going up and down. They'll be 18 cents and they'll be 25 cents and they'll be 18 cents, 25 cents. I think if you buy Snakebite cases under 20 cents, I think they're a great investment. I think they'll be worth a lot more than 20 cents a year from now, a lot more than 20 cents 5 years from now, a lot more than 20 cents 10 years from now. I think you're going to make money. What about field-tested gallery skins? They're good. What were the stickers that you have? Oh, yeah, I was going to show you guys. What do we want to do? We want to open CS2? Oh, shit. What the fuck just happened? Okay, it's still there. Okay, I'm opening CS2 right now. We might start lagging a little bit, but I want to show you guys. I can show you guys some of my... I always buy from Steam Market. Can I use Steam money to buy on CS Float? No, you can't use Steam money to buy on CS Float, but if you're buying on Steam Market, it's fine. Just compare... Just compare... He said, what is that Chad profile picture? That's me, bro. You have Cattle 14 stickers? No, I don't have any Cattle 14 stickers. I wish. I would love to have some Cattle 14 stickers. If we can get some Cattle 14 stickers in 2024, or in 2025, I would love that. I've owned some Cato Crafts before, but I've sold all my Cato Crafts, and I made a nice profit on a couple of Cato Crafts. But no, right now I do not own any Cato 14 stickers. I do not own any Cato 14 crafts. But if anyone's looking to sell them, I would buy them. There's something that I've cash traded. I've cash traded a couple of Cato 14 crafts for good prices where I was helping people cash out. But no, I don't own any right now. You bought 5,000 snakebite cases for 14 cents. Congrats. They're at 25 cents now. You're doing great. That's what I'm saying. Snakebite cases under 20 cents I think are really, really good. I think in general in CS investing, you want to find stuff that has decreasing supplies and put a bunch of fucking money into it. And it seems like that does pretty well. Okay, we're in CS2. Also, peep this agent. Peep the agent. I have, what is this? Daryl Royale. He's got the bayonet frog on the shoulder. Okay. That's decent. Why exactly are you avoiding the Deagle blue gem, though? 1K Premier. I haven't played CS in like I forgot that's gonna show that. Oh, that's funny as fuck. I haven't played CS in like 9 months or like a year or something, and I was just playing with my friend last night, and I just finished my placements, and I got placed 1,500, and then we won a match, and I got to like 1,700 or something like that. That's super fucking funny though. 1K is crazy. It's also funny because I have an insane inventory. Obviously, you know, my Steam inventory is worth like $10,000 or $20,000 or $25,000. I think I estimated at the end of 2024 to be about $25,000. And yeah, so it's super funny. I'm going into 1,500 elo with, you know, all of these insane skins and all this stuff in this insane inventory. So it's super funny. Good skins and 1,700 elo. And yeah, I mean, I'm walking around with a bayonet frog patched agent in the 1,500 elo. Super funny. And like I said, I am farming 5 passes right now. And eventually I'm going to don't you start at 3K? I don't know. I'm telling you, I finished my placements last night, and I got placed in 1,500. I'm bad. I'm terrible. But I think my peak is like 7K or 6K or something like that. When CS2 first came out, I was playing a lot, and I got to like 7K, but I've never been higher than that. In CSGO, I think my highest rank was Gold Nova 2, Gold Nova 3, something like that. I played with you yesterday and you have negative damage. I didn't realize the percentage between factory new and field tested was such a ROI difference. Neither did I. Armory passes are very profitable. What's the best thing to redeem your stars on? Whatever's most profitable. Graphic collection is the most profitable right now. Jeremy, you're going to have to play some with us. Flex your skins on 1K plebs. Let's go. That's what I've been doing. Dude, okay, so look at this. I'm going to 1K. Look at what I have in my inventory right now. I'm going into 1K elo matches, and this is the knife I'm using right now. I'm pulling out the M9 fade on them in 1K elo matches. It's super fucking funny. Picked up 1,200 snakebite cases at 18 cents. Going well, not stopping here. Yeah, congrats, man. Like I said, snakebite cases under 20 cents. That's where I'm buying them. That's where I love them. But yeah, this is the knife I'm using I have 2 kills on it. You can see I put 2 kills on my stat track. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I have a ton of knives in my inventory right now. Actually, I have the StatTrack's Shadow Daggers fade, which are kind of cool as far as Shadow Daggers go, at least. What else do I have going on here? I have a ton of Operation Wildfire cases. I don't know if I've been making money off those or not. I don't know. Name it Noob Stabber. I have the Survival Knife case hardened, which is like okay. I just sold a bunch of stuff. I had an M4 fade. I had, I don't know. My inventory was a lot cooler like a little while ago before I sold a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah. This is the other thing I've been using. I've been using the Kukri knife fade. This is the one that I pulled from the gallery case. I have this listed at like high overpay, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to sell for high overpay because it's a good float at 0.01 and it's a good fade percentage. So I want to get overpay for it, and if I don't get overpay, I'll just hold on to it because it's it's the knife that I pulled, so I don't mind holding on to it for a while. But play Premiere. I'm not playing Premiere. My computer's shit. It would probably lag anyway. So yeah, I'm like rocking around with a ton of these skins. I do have a case. I have a gallery case and a gallery key. If we won't open up one case, that could be something we do. I'm gonna put the poll in the chat right now. Hold on. This is what we need to do. I don't know how all this YouTube stuff works, so I'm trying to figure it out as well. You could sell the knife and buy a new PC. I know, but I'm scared to buy a new PC because I have all my stuff on this PC, and I just haven't wanted to do that for some time. No, I'm always going to say Kukri. I don't care how you actually pronounce it. I'm always going to say Kukri. Okay, how do you make a... Oh, you can do a Q&A. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, we're going to start a poll. Do we open a case? Okay, the poll is in the chat. Do we open a case? I have one case, and I have one key. Are we going to open that? I'm not playing. I'm going to play off stream sometime. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I don't want to play right now. It's gonna lag. It's gonna lag. My computer is shit. My computer is shit. And I have a million tabs open on Chrome right now. I have Photoshop open. I have Premiere open. I have Discord open. I have Steam open. I have League of Legends open. It's gonna lag. It's too much shit for my computer to handle. No, I know. Should we open the case right now is the question, or do we save it for a better occasion? I'm rank 1 Premier because my PC lags. I'm rank 1. I'm not rank 1. I'm rank 1700. All right. Fine. Okay. We're going to end the poll. 40% yes votes. We're opening the case. Bro, you still playing League? Yeah, League's my favorite game. League is my favorite game of all time. Obviously, I still play League. Okay. Let's open this case. This is the last case and key I have. Previously, I bought 50 gallery cases and 50 gallery keys, and I did that huge unboxing, but I only ended up opening 48 of them because I just kind of got bored. We pulled the Kukri fade. I was just kind of over it, so that's what I saved 2. Last stream, I opened up 1, and... Brother's holding a single case hostage. I had 2. I had 2 cases and 2 keys before. We opened one up last stream. We're going to open up this one this stream, I guess. Maybe we can do it where every stream we open up a case. I don't know. That could be something fun, I guess. But we do have a gallery case. We do have a gallery key. Let's do it. Again, the good stuff here is AK-47 Outsider is actually kind of decent. I wouldn't mind this. I would not mind this. It's fine. Gold tooth, I think is cool. I've never pulled a red from a case, so I would not mind the gold tooth. M4A1S Vaporware, I would rather have the gold tooth, honestly. I don't really fuck with the M4A1S Vaporware that much. And of course, I would not mind a second Kukri to pair with it. But, like Medved just said in the chat, we are most likely going to be getting the M249 Hypnosis. It seems like every time I open cases, this is what I get. But what we've also found is that holding on to M249 Hypnosis and field tested could end up being a profitable investment. Who knows? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Gallery case on stream, live on YouTube. We got a pink. We got a pink. I don't know. That's decent. It's not a blue. It's not an M249 Hypnosis. It's funny that this also does have like the Hypnosis pattern too, so it's kind of fucking with you, like you know, the Hypnosis we thought we were gonna get. This guy said my luck is insane. I'd go crazy for pink. No, I wouldn't go crazy for pink. I've opened up pinks already. Is this profitable? It's not profitable, right? This is field tested. We lost money. Why would I be going crazy for a loss? Somebody said my luck is so insane. That's funny. Do a trade up. I don't think I have any trade up fodder. The only trade up fodder I have is this shit. I have a bunch of Damascus steels that trade up into what is this? The P2000 Amber Fade. I'm gonna do these for a video. Oh, here's some of my MP9 Army sheens. I have a bunch of MP9 Army sheens in factory new. I have a bunch of MP9 Army sheens in factory new. These are not investments that I made. These are somebody cash traded these to me. Somebody else had a bunch of MP9 factory news and they wanted to cash them out, so I bought a bunch of MP9 Army sheens in factory new from him. But now I'm learning that I would be better off investing in the field tested. So somebody was asking about the stickers that I own. Here is some of these stickers that I own. I have a Cato 15 Titan paper, which I think is pretty cool. I haven't made a ton of, I probably haven't made any money. I'm probably down money on all of these, but I do think that at some point stickers are going to come back. I think stickers had a down year in 2024. But I do think that Cattle 15, DreamHack 14, Cattle 14, I think all that stuff is going to have a resurgence at some point. I don't know when it's going to be, but I don't mind owning this stuff because I think it's cool anyway. And I think overall, buying stuff that you think is cool and holding on to it is not a bad idea. Gotta go, Germ. Nice to see you again. Hope to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the Holy Riptide Surf Shop foils and the crazy man who is wasting thousands killing them. All right, man. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay, Titan, Hollow, Cattle 15. I have this as well, which I do think is really cool. DreamHack, Cloud9, 14 Hollow. I really, really like this sticker. Have I heard of the sticker duping scenario that's going on right now? No, I haven't. Apply that Titan on a blue phosphor. No. These are your investments. These are my investments. I have a ton of patches. I have bayonet frogs, too many bayonet frogs I'm losing a fuck ton of money on. I have Dead Men patch is my favorite patch. I have some Abandoned Hope, some shit like that. I have some Vox Cologne 2014 stickers. The only reason I own these is because they were listed for below market price on Buff Market, so I picked them up. I have another Bayonet Frog. I have Aquatic Offensive. I have some sticker capsules. What is it? What's the pull in these sticker capsules? Nothing. There's nothing good in sticker capsule 1. I know sticker capsule 2 has the crowns, but sticker capsule 1 has nothing good. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I have work tomorrow. My work week starts on Sunday, so that's probably why I won't stream tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the days I have off. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday is probably going to be the days that I stream if I do decide to stream a little bit. But yeah, sticker capsule 1 kind of sucks ass. And I have a ton of them for some reason. I also got a ton of these Atlanta stickers. I think I bought these for below market on Buff Market as well, but I really, really like these. I have Atlanta North, I have Fnatic, I have Optic Gaming, G2, Hellraisers, Team Liquid, I think is cool. Vox Imiter, like I said, I picked these up on Buff Market because they were listed for below Buff price. And if I can ever buy anything for below Buff price, I do it. I work at a casino. Like, it's funny because, you know, people always talk about like gambling in CS2 and all that stuff, but like literally in real life I work at a casino. So I'm not necessarily opposed to gambling. I'm opposed to the unfair gambling or like the improvable gambling and stuff like that, but I do gamble in real life. I work in the gambling industry. I think the stuff, when it's done correctly and when it's done in regulated ways, I think can actually be decent. Gambling's not a crime. Yeah, I think adults gambling with their money is fine. I think adults should be able to do whatever they want with their money. But yeah, I do buy anything that I can really find below Buff prices. So I bought some of those Vox stuff. I bought this Metal Gold Nova patch. I have another Cato 15 Titan Hollow there. I also have some containers. Tools. Okay. I also have some other stuff. Anyone have a mental breakdown in the casino? Yeah, you have people freak out sometimes. People get really mad. I've seen people just like on drugs, like running and screaming. Yeah, my craziest casino story is somebody, I was working and a guy who they thought was on drugs. I don't know, but I'm sure something was wrong with him. He's on drugs or whatever, and he just starts literally screaming, running around. I wasn't in the area, but I saw the aftermath. But people who were in the area were like, yeah, this guy was just really quiet. He was just being really, kind of weird, but he was just being really quiet. Then all of a sudden he just snapped. He literally got up out of his chair, started running around screaming. He looked at the security guard. He was like, oh, don't kill me, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually they just had to like tackle him, take him down and walk him out. But for a while it was really scary because this guy's literally just running around fucking screaming. You don't know what he's about to do, if he's going to hurt himself, he's going to hurt other people, whatever. It was really, really, really freaky. But they took him down. They handled it, shit like that, where people just have like breakdowns, maybe from drugs, maybe from alcohol, maybe from, losing money. Yeah, who knows? My guy bet his kids and wife-in-laws. I've also seen people just get like really mad from losing, people that rip cards in half, people that throw their cards at other people throw their chips, shit like that happens a decent amount. But most often most nights are pretty chill, honestly. And if people are gambling with money that they can afford to lose and they're just using it as an entertainment, then it's usually not bad. Investments. Here's some of my other stickers and stuff I can show real quick. Bro was gambling on mushrooms. Yeah, possibly. Mushrooms, some other kind of drugs. Who knows? I have a ton of cases in here. I have Metal Silver Demon patches. I have a couple of Bayonet Frog patched agents. I have more Bloody Daryl the Straps. I have a number K. That's probably my favorite agent right there, the number K with the Bayonet Frog on it. How do you get into the gambling job? What expertise do you need? I just went to like training. I went to like a school. It took like a month to get certified. I have some Team Spirit patches. Bought these for below buff price. I have a Cloud9 Cato 15 holo. I really, really like this one. Cloud9 is, I think, really, really cool stuff. I never knew I'd hear interesting stories in this stream. That's funny. Cato 15, Virtus Pro, Fnatic, Nip. I have a lot of Cato 15 stuff I do really, really like. I really, really like Cato 15 and DreamHack 14. I have some Vinny golds from Antwerp. Probably will never make money off those. Who knows? Hellraiser's foil. I have another DreamHack 14 sticker here. Pentasports. Buff Market is actually a really cool sticker. Or Buff Market is actually a really cool marketplace where you can oftentimes find a lot of stuff for pretty cheap. So, get a Cato 14 paper. I would love to get a Cato 14 paper. And then also I have, of course, the Dick Stacy's. This was something this was one of the very first CS2 investments I ever made because I was like, oh, it's funny. I could see people crafting with it. I could see it going up. So this is one of the first CS2 investments I ever made was into these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dick Stacy Berlin 2019 papers. Show the Pokemon card binder. I don't have a Pokemon card binder. I have a couple of Pokemon cards right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is one that I have. It's the 2021 illustration Charizard Japanese card. I have this. This is PSA 10. This is not expensive. It's like a couple bucks, something like that. And then I also have these Gyarados Rainbow Rare, which is pretty cool. Gyarados, one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool. How did you get Sparkles on your friends list? I don't know. Sparkles just added me randomly one day. He messaged me asking if I would buy some of his items, but I never messaged him back, and I never bought his items because I was scared that it was not the real Sparkles, and I was scared that it was a scammer or something like that. So I probably actually missed out on a big opportunity there to like develop a relationship or some kind of cash trading relationship with Sparkles. But it was because I was very, very new to CS2 at the time, and I was really wary of getting scammed, and I really didn't want to like do anything risky. But yeah, it is the real Sparkles. I just didn't know that at the time. So I probably made a big mistake there. I would love to tell Sparkles that at some point or like apologize to him or whatever, but I don't know. It's just, that's how it happened. So I Sparkles added me and messaged me and I ghosted him, and that's that story. But yeah, I was very, very new to YouTube. I was very new to all the CS stuff at that time, and I was just trying to be really careful. So that's pretty funny. I haven't tried to contact him again. I don't want to seem like I'm like leeching off of him or like trying to be a person like that, because that's something I'm really, really against. So I've just never said anything. I don't know. It is what it is. It's okay. At some point, you know, if I keep doing good things, you know, more opportunities I think like that will pop up. For now, I'm not really worried about it. It is what it is. I'm just noticing that my like PSA slab is like broken a little bit too, so maybe we're fucked. I don't know. But how old am I? I'm 27. Mog Sparkles. I know. I did the my profile picture, the Giga Chat. I did that to Sparkles. One of the things I was getting really big into Pokemon investing for a little while, but one of the issues I had with Pokemon investing was that it's all physical, and you have to buy and sell, and you have to ship stuff, and you're eating a ton of fees, or you have to sell on Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff. So I was like, damn, I really want to get into Pokemon investing. I think it's this really cool opportunity, but there's so many downsides. That's actually what led me to CS2 investing, because I was like, oh, damn, CS2 investing has a lot of the same characteristics. You can get cool stuff. It can, you know, be deflationary. It can be going down in supply. There's ways to make money. But with CS2, I don't have to ship stuff. I don't have to do all this stupid shit. I don't have to wait a week to get all my stuff and everything. And that's why I actually got into CS2 investing. I was at a crossroads where I was like, damn, do I want to go full force into Pokemon investing or CS2 investing? But I just really, really like the ease and the ability of digital items as opposed to physical items. That's why I started doing CS2 investing stuff over Pokemon stuff. Now, obviously, we'll have to wait and see if that would be a good idea or not, but it's obviously led me to this YouTube channel, and, who knows? Would I have made more money or had a bigger YouTube channel or whatever in Pokemon investing? Maybe. I don't know. Could you do a CS2 knife tier list at some point? Maybe. I don't know. How much is my inventory worth? I honestly don't know. I estimate to be 25,000, but I don't know. It could be a little bit less, could be a lot less, could be a little bit more. I don't know. Somewhere between $15,000 and $30,000 though, I would assume. Imagine waiting to receive your skin in the mail. That's what I'm talking about. Not only waiting to receive your skin in the mail, but also when you sold a skin, having to mail it out, having to put it in a box, having to ship it, having to print out a shipping label, having to go to the post office or whatever, Do it for a niche gun like the R8, not an AK like everyone else. Are you going to be playing games? Need to get out of 1K elo. Yeah, we're grinding tonight, bro. We're grinding tonight. What do you mean? We're getting a 2K elo tonight for sure. That's easy. Same as eBay business. Yeah, I used to do eBay business too. I used to flip shoes. I used to buy shoes off of StockX for below market prices and then sell them on eBay or StockX or Goat or whatever. And I actually made a couple $1,000s doing that. And I also had a YouTube video get like 100,000 views of myself doing that, my process and everything. But again, it was a little bit too annoying trying to find the shoes. That market kind of dried up as well because people started doing that stuff. Also, StockX fees increased and everything, and it made it really hard. But yeah, also going to the post office and everything was just kind of annoying. But yeah, at one point I did have an eBay business. I have a lot of eBay sales and stuff like that. He said, Germ, you're still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive. I think we're going to be ending probably pretty soon, but I see 55 points. Okay, so that's what I was going to talk about. That's what I was going to talk about. How much do you think you've made in total trading in CS2? So that's something I'm obviously having to look at somewhat soon, like for taxes and everything. Honestly, I don't know. CS2 trading, because my biggest CS2 investment so far is Paris, and I've lost a fuck ton of money on Paris. So that's going to skew everything. I've made a decent amount of money off cases, not insane, but I've made a solid amount off cases. I made a solid amount off some patches, but then I also lost some money on patches because I bought, some of them at prices higher than they are right now. But I also obviously I have cash trading where I make a lot of money. I've made thousands in CS so far, including what I've lost in Paris probably. I've made less than 10,000 though. More than 1,000, less than 10,000 is probably what I've estimated I've made in CS trading so far, and that's in 2 years. You're not going anywhere. You're streaming for another hour and you're playing CS. What's the solo biggest gain? On one item, not anything too crazy. The CS markets haven't been really that insane or that crazy recently. Probably Dead Men patches that I bought like late 2023. I know some of those like doubled or more than doubled. Taxes are scary with CS items. Yes, I know taxes are scary with CS items, especially when you're doing the shit that I'm doing. When you're doing cash trading in large volumes, when you're doing YouTube, when you're doing CS investing. Yes, the taxes are very scary. That is definitely something I'm worried and scared about. That we'll have to see how that all goes. I'm hoping that all goes well, but yeah, I'm gonna do my best. But yeah, I'm gonna owe a lot of money, or not a lot of money, but an annoying amount of money in taxes and stuff like that. So I don't know. Hopefully that all works out. But also I've had some losses in my CS business as well, so that will definitely offset some of the gains and makes the tax burden not as heavy, at least too, which is nice. But yeah, okay, so I guess this is one of the last things I want to talk about. Just don't pay taxes. Yeah, then we're fucked. Are we going to see an unboxing? We already did an unboxing. I did a case opening. But what are my opinions on agent prices long term? I think agents will continue to go up steadily. I don't think agents will ever have as crazy of a year as they did in 2024. I think right now agents are probably a little overpriced, but whatever. So I'm not going to unbox these stars right now, but I am going to tell you guys what my next big project is. And this is something I want to get done. This is why I've been playing CS. This is why I'm going to continue to play CS in the next coming weeks, is because I'm going to make a video doing a huge, not a huge, but a decent Armory unboxing, because I'm going to show people that one, the Armory is worth buying, that it's insanely profitable, that you can make a lot of money. But also, I want to do something like going from nothing to a knife, going from nothing to a knife using just the Armory pass, and I want to just use the profits that I'm making off the Armory to see if I can redeem Armory stars and start out with 0 balance and get like, $100 in balance or something like that, and see how many Armory passes you need to complete, how long it would take, all that stuff. And I want to turn it into a video. We'll stream it. We'll stream all the Armory unboxings and everything. But then I want to make a video of that as well, and I think it'll end up being really cool. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on farming all these passes, getting as many stars as I can, doing a huge unboxing, seeing how much profit we can make, and then seeing if we can make a video about, going from nothing to a knife or nothing to whatever. And that's kind of my plan. Tax obfuscation is another thing. That's pretty funny. Just pull a CMYK factory new. Yeah, I know. If we get some crazy pull, it would be awesome. Really, if we can go from nothing to like a butterfly knife or a karambit or something, that would be insane. That'd be way better for the YouTube video. But even if we pull nothing, again, these things are, in theory, really, really profitable and still should end up being really good. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. But I think that's pretty much all I had for today. I need to now go, make some YouTube videos. I need to now go, do you know what you're saying? Are you talking to me? Oh, I don't know. I don't even see what that guy said in the chat. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all we're going to do for today. Again, I appreciate you guys stopping by a ton. If you haven't already, join the Discord. It's a pinned comment. Also, consider becoming a channel member. I do have some, channel member perks and stuff like that. And we're going to be streaming more often. So becoming a channel member is a great way to support the channel. Using code GERM on Skins Monkey, cash trading, and selling your items to me. Those are the 3 best ways to support the channel right now. But either way, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, all of that as well. I appreciate you. We'll definitely be doing more stream stuff and be posting more videos, but I need to go figure out what Armory investments I'm going to make, and I need to go farm these stars. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Like I said, I think mostly I'll be streaming on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays because those are the days I have off work. We'll have to wait and see, but thank you guys. These streams have been going absolutely insane. The viewership's been crazy. I appreciate it a ton. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then.